Ladies and gentlemen, game dose of the day. Brock Brunelli, Mr. Will Doherty here.
Hello, folks. How's everybody doing today? I'm doing good. And I'm ready for some football today here in Dodge City.
In the home stretch there, I'm Brock Brunelli. That's Will Doherty. This is your Woody's Furniture of Trinidad, Colorado. Go to Woody's and let us do the lifting pregame show. We're going to start out and meet our Kansas South squad in today's contest.
Trey Vera, Ashland High School.
Jack Ruckle, Cunningham High School.
Santiago Knepp, Center High School.
Myron Miller, Ingles High School.
Leighton Simon, Ingles High School.
Luke Maguire, Cunningham High School.
Reeston Cox, Southern Coffee County High School.
Ben Meehan, Waverly Elementary.
Gus Hink, Ashland, Kansas.
Dakota Kwasniewska, Tri Plains.
Eduardo Marcus, Cheyenne.
Dawson Lee, Tescott High School.
Gentry Hollow from Center.
David Hamby from Pawnee Heights.
Brennan Aldridge, Weston High School.
Blake Carter, Chatopa High School.
Cale Harris, Ashland High School.
Did you play Colorado South? Ladies and gentlemen, that was your Kansas South squad led by head coach Lance Maguire from Cunningham. Players to keep an eye on, I like the halfback linebacker from Chatopa, Blake Carter in the 2 jersey. And funny enough, when you bring up Blake Carter in conversation this week, there was a quote that really stood out to me where they said, "Oh yeah, is that kid from Chatopa that ran for like 1,000,000 yards?" That's just a true testament of how good he's been. Carter accounted for 48.1% Chatopa's all-purpose yards for former Dolphins punter Tommy Heatherly's first year as Chatopa's head coach, who went 5-3 in his first year. Blake Carter, truly a stud. We're going to roll on over to the 2 quarterbacks. Luke Maguire out of Cunningham just got done playing in the state title game this year. And then Ben Meehan. Starting off with Maguire, just one word is winner. Was dominant on the hardwood, won a state basketball champion, made the Hour 36 trip to Dodge City. 3 of the 4 years taking his Cunningham squad as the quarterback to state, winning in 2022 in a 22-point victory, 38-16 to Ashland. And then, like I just said, winning state, won a basketball. We now shift to the Southpaw, the other quarterback from this Kansas South squad from Waverly, Ben Meehan. I mean, got here just day one, seeing him work the short to intermediate routes, then transition to those deeper, longer routes. I was left quite impressed that day of practice. And I mean, I just said, whoever doesn't know who number 7 is from Kansas South will know who he is by the end of the week, because he is going to make an impact. He has a live arm. He has the cannon to get it done. I mean, just an overall great athlete. Let's hear what Ben had to say about this week in today's ball game.
Why did you pick the number 7 to start out your high school football career, and maybe even before that?
I picked number 7 because I love the Broncos, and John Elway was a really good quarterback for the Broncos, so he wore number 7, so that's why I picked it.
As a QB, what's the process and preparation for Saturday's ball game?
Well, as a quarterback, you're supposed to be a leader for the team, and so like learning the playbook, knowing everything. So if someone forgets, I need to be the one to be like, "Hey, you do this play." So learning the playbook's the main thing.
And then, what would a win for Kansas South versus Colorado South Saturday mean to not only to you but also the team?
I think it'd be real big knowing that we're not playing another Kansas team, so it's kind of not just for us like boys; it's for like the whole state. So hopefully both teams win, both Kansas teams.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was quarterback from Waverly, Ben Meehan. Just an overall great athlete, great person to sit down and talk to from Waverly. Now we're going to talk about Jack Ruckle from Cunningham. Great athlete, one of my favorite players here. I mean, he don't pop up in the stats column just because he's an overall great offensive lineman. I mean, linemen don't get a lot of love, but this is a guy that you turn on the tape, he just, every time he comes out, he's dominant, very strong, physical lineman. Game that really stood out to me, had 10 tackles on that opening day loss, 32-22, where Ashland beat Cunningham. I mean, he's going to get it done today. Look out for Jack Ruckle from Cunningham in the 34 jersey for Kansas. And to wrap it up, to highlight the Kansas South squad, we sat down earlier in the week and heard from head coach Lance Maguire.
What's your main goal for this week? Obviously, you have the luxury of having some of the best players in southern Kansas. Do things kind of change up with having a great roster and kind of building out, the personnel and things like that?
Our first goal is to have fun and get everybody out there, and for a lot of these guys, it's their last football game, and kind of end on a fun note. As far as preparation and goals during the week, it is different. So you kind of get rid of all the frills and go back to some very basic things, because you have 3 days. Terminology is different for some of the guys. And then trying to maximize some of these athletes that are the best in their area or the best on their school to get the ball in their hands, or to put them on, if they're more of a defensive player, and make sure that that is something that gets showcased during the game.
Right. And then obviously you go back to goals. What's your main goal to this week, starting here yesterday and in the game here on Saturday? What's your main goal?
Having fun, showcasing kids, finding out what they do best, because some of them we didn't play face-to-face. I maybe saw a film on them, or you hear a rumor about them, but to see them on the field in drills with kids that I know, and starting to figure out, is that kid a little more offense, a little more defense? Can they catch, can they not? Are they just an athlete? It's really fast-paced evaluation, and then how much can you put in 3 days?
And we're obviously here at the Colorado versus Kansas first ever showdown here for the 6-man. What would a win versus Colorado mean to not only you but the team this week?
Ending on a win is always good, and the main goal is have fun. But I tend to be competitive, and so the winning does matter a little bit. Being the first one is always something I think people would look back on, and if there's hopefully years of this to come, that 10 years in, you look back at that first one, it's just a little more special.
Set the tone.
Yes.
For sure. Well, that's all. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. That was Kansas South head coach Lance Maguire. We now shift to the Centennial State here. Colorado South trying to get a win here. Going to start out with the quarterbacks, Perry Chadwick, Riley Heater, Jesse Montunez from Lovato. Chadwick got most of the first team reps during the week. Montunez working with the twos, and then Heater to kind of wrap it up. Chadwick just looked really sharp out on the run there, the kid from Cheyenne Wells. Heater, another great quarterback, hung out with us, sat down with us at the dinner table. I believe it was Wednesday night. Just a great, humble kid, talking about how much it just meant to him to play here, and 1A 6-man athletes just getting the recognition they deserve. Also, Jesse Montunez, another great quarterback here this week. There's 3 really good quarterbacks here this week for this Colorado South squad. We went to practice to talk to Jesse Montunez and what it meant to him to be playing one more last time for Big Red.
All right. Starting off here, Jesse Montunez from Lovato High School. Jesse, obviously being one of the quarterbacks here, one of the 3 for this Colorado South squad. How has it been splitting the reps with Riley Heater and obviously Perry Chadwick this week?
I think we're sharing the reps pretty good. Everybody's getting their time in at quarterback and everything. We're all finding our own way and own strategies to our own offense and everything. So,
for sure. And then what would a win for not only you but also this team Saturday mean?
For me, it's not win or lose. It's getting out there to play one last time and everything, getting the chance to experience football, put the pads on. And a win would be amazing, but it's win or lose.
All right. That's all. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, now Jesse Montunez, the quarterback from Lovato. We sat down with another teammate of his this week, Braden Nix, at practice.
1, 2, 3. All right. Good. Here with Braden Nix, running back, linebacker from Lovato. Braden, to start off, just how has this week been so far in your prep for tomorrow's ball game?
It's been really great. It's great to be out here with all these just the best players from around the state. It's great to just have that level of competition and see that everyone knows kind of what's going on and the way we kind of have been able to gel together and figure out what everyone's strengths are and what some people are better at than others, and just kind of working around that.
For sure. furniture, and then I obviously saw in your player profile you're going to Knox College for two-sport athlete.
Yes,
you don't
sir.
see that many times, but congratulations to you on that. And just what's your thoughts on that, and how excited are you?
It's a huge blessing for sure. I've always wanted to be able to play sports in college, and it's a great opportunity. I'm really thankful to be able to go play at Knox, baseball and football. It's something I've worked at for most of my life, and I'm grateful to see it pay off.
And then obviously Lovita's got 3 people here this week. Just how has that been playing with Jesse, Kate, and then obviously yourself here? You're here. Just how has that been playing one more time with your teammates?
Yeah, I mean it's been great. I wasn't sure if I was going to get to play with those guys again, so it's great to be able to just get out on the field a few more times with them and just have fun like we always do. It's just a really great experience.
All right, well that's all, Brain. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was running back, linebacker Braden Nix. We're going to talk to head coach Garrick Ontai from this Colorado South squad, and then you're going to meet the rest of your Colorado South squad right after.
Hello, Coach. Thank you for taking time out of your day. Obviously, for this Colorado South squad, what would a win mean to not only you, but also this squad this week?
You know, a win is good and everything like that, but just watching these players get together and have this opportunity is the bigger picture here. And so that wins are great, but having them at least play their last game and suit up for some of them their last times that's the benefit right there.
All right, and then I'll ask you another question. What's been your favorite part of this week so far?
I mean, knowing these players, watching them on film, getting ready for them every day, you know, in our conference, it's a different side of it when you get to hang out with them, really get to know them, and they're just great kids.
For sure. And you go off of having to play, a lot of different players here, lots of different styles. How you have that luxury now. Have you been able to use their strengths in that during this week?
Well, the easy part of this is that they're all the team leaders of their school. So it's really easy when you talk to people and make it football-wise is just get them on the same page. Make sure they're all talking to each other the right way. And after that, you just say, hey, here you go. They got it.
Plain simple. Thank you so much, Coach.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the last player we're going to highlight here for your Woody's Furniture pregame show, one of the local guys here for the Saddle Rock Sports Network diehards. Mr. Brock Doherty just came off of 2 1A state titles this year in track. I mean, in the football world, he's about as good as you can get in the 6-man world in run protection, pass protection. I mean, a really good running back there. And then obviously his teammate this week being Lovita's own Braden Nix, combined for 2,591 yards combined for their yardage on the year together. Well, today on the football field, they're playing together. I mean, 2 very good athletes, 2 very different running backs, too. I mean, Nix is the more down-the-hill runner. Doherty's going to be the one that's very shifty, waits for a big hole to open up, and is just going to burst right through that gap and make many men miss down in the second and third level. I'm really excited to see those 2 running backs get to play with each other on the same team. That's going to be quite a treat. That's going to wrap it up here for your Woody's Furniture pregame show report. At this time, to wrap it up, you're now going to meet, for the first time, your Colorado South squad.
I'm Kate Andreatta from Lovato High School.
I'm Perry Chadwick, Cheyenne Wells High School.
Carson Noe, Cheyenne Wells High School.
Brock Doherty, Branson High School.
I'm Layton Jones, and I'm from Walsh High School. Tyler Kister, Sierra Grande High School.
My name's Jesse Montunis, and I'm from Lovato, Colorado.
Braden Nix, Lovato, Colorado.
Jacob Martinez, Mountain Valley.
Riley Heater, Mountain Valley.
Zorosco, and Miami Oren.
Lane Uncle, Walsh High School.
Chance Sayuki, St. Anthony's Preschool.
Noah Nadley, Pete's High School.
I'm Keenan Smith, and I'm from Eads High School.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was the end of your Woody's Furniture pregame show. Go to Woody's of Trinidad for all your furniture and appliance needs, and let us do the lifting. That's going to wrap it up here. We're going to roll into some commercials. Stick with us. Kickoff coming up all next from Dodge City, Kansas.
LARCC Trucking is the place to call if you have something to haul. A family-owned trucking business since 2021, LARCC is named after the owner's children, their motivation to create a successful future. LARCC is ready to help you haul your hay, cattle, gravel, or equipment anywhere in southwestern United States. LARCC also buys and sells hay. Give them a call today at 970-274-0826 and get ready to haul. When you partner with Rocky Mountain Turf Solutions, you become part of the family. Rocky Mountain Turf Solutions is a design, build, and install company for synthetic turf fields serving Colorado, New Mexico, Utah, and Wyoming. We are the only owner-operated turf build and install company in Colorado, and we are a one-stop shop that does it all in-house, which means the people that are building your field care about quality and will make sure that it is done right. Choose Rocky Mountain Turf Solutions and join our family.
Woody's Furniture invites you to stop by one of their 2 convenient locations to browse their fine selection of beautiful furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more for your home. Visit their original store in downtown Raton or their new store in Trinidad on Freedom Road, right next to Big R, for a personal and professional furniture shopping experience. Woody's Furniture proudly supports the student athletes and student broadcasters of this tournament.
Saddle Rock Sports Network is a student-powered broadcasting company that was started this fall.
Over the last 2 months, our student-produced broadcasts have gotten over 20,000 views.
Over 20,000 views.
Over 20,000 views.
Over 20,000 views. In January and February, we will be broadcasting 41 games for the high school and junior high Kim Branson Mustang basketball teams.
With that being said, would you like to put your ad in one of our live videos?
Your ad will also be permanently on the game videos, which live on YouTube forever.
Forever.
For forever.
And will be seen over and over again as the game is shared with fans and re-watched by players, coaches, and families.
We have ad packages based on sponsoring all the games in a given week, or sponsoring a specific team or teams.
Weekly ad packages start at 1 week between 8 and 12 games for $200 and go up to all 41 games for $800.
Team-based sponsorships are similarly priced.
Each package includes your logo on screen during gameplay and a commercial that gets aired during timeouts and halftimes of your sponsored games.
Another way Saddle Rock Sports Network is helping schools is that they give 20% of ad revenue back to a school group of your choice.
Whether that be, for example, the senior class, junior class, FFA, theater, whatever you want.
To reserve your sponsorship, click on the link to the order form in this post, or you can visit saddlerocksolutions.com.
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 saddlerocksolutions.com for more information.
Star Drug is a locally owned independent pharmacy in Walsenburg, Colorado that can provide all of your prescription and over-the-counter medication needs. We pride ourselves on customer service and attention to detail. Give us a try today and let us take care of your pharmacy needs. Call us today at 719-738-1130 or stop by Star Drug at 520 Main Street in Walsenburg. We'd love to meet you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, a cool little thing. If you guys haven't known, the Saddle Rock Sports Network was one of the exclusive partners of all this great events going on, and we were the only group who spent all week getting great coverage and bringing these games. Let's see a little clip of Media Day, ladies and gentlemen.
Ray Lewis.
Bro, I don't even know any football players off the dome.
I would say my favorite football player is Ricky Paracel. He was a wide receiver at Florida, and I just like the way he plays.
I'd probably have to say Christian McCaffrey. I just like his game plan, how he runs the game.
O.J. Simpson.
Troy Polamalu. Peyton Manning, probably my favorite.
Lone Star Longhorns.
Plainview Hawks.
I really like Emmanuel Sanders from the Broncos a couple years ago, but now I'd have to say actually C.J. Anderson. He was a running back for the Broncos on the Super Bowl winning team, and he's really a high-quality running back.
Johnny Manziel, because he knew how to have fun and how to play at the same time.
I don't know. Player. Derek Thomas.
Troy Aikman.
Peyton Manning.
Terrell Davis.
Shane Bailey. Marshawn Lynch.
I don't really have one, I don't guess.
Harrison Butker.
Justin Tucker.
I'd have to say I'm Willie Gay.
Chad Ochocinco.
O.J. Simpson.
If I had to choose, I'd probably say Ray Rice.
Probably Jason Kelsey.
Travis Kelce.
I'd say Christian McCaffrey from the San Francisco 49ers.
I'd say Jamal Charles. He plays running back for the Chiefs a couple years ago.
Travis Kelce. I'll go Aaron Hernandez.
I like Travis Kelce myself.
Bo Jackson.
Kareem Hunt.
Michael Vick.
Antonio Brown.
Jason Kelsey.
I have to go Patrick Mahomes.
I would say Tyreek Hill because he's fast. I'm fast like him.
Probably Isaiah Pacheco because I like how hard he runs.
Kyler Murray because he's like a real shifty quarterback.
I'd have to say Henry Ruggs.
Jack Youngboy.
Well, I try to emulate my game after Travis Kelce, and I'd say he's probably also my favorite football player, but I obviously don't have the skills that he does, but I'm just out there having fun.
TJ Watt.
I'd have to say my cousin Cam Canada.
Javonte Williams.
Myself.
Justin.
Let's go.
I don't know. Aaron Hernandez was really good in college, and then I like how he played in NFL.
Mine's probably Johnny Manziel.
Batman.
He's a small-time guy, Captain Underpants. Kung Fu Panda.
Frozo. Squidward.
Definitely Squidward.
SpongeBob all the way.
Man, Spider-Man, for sure.
Batman. That one's a pretty easy one.
Big Bob from Monsters, Inc.
And Team SpongeBob.
Monsters vs. Aliens. Bob. It's Carson's.
Superhero, Superman. Iron Man.
Black Widow.
Not an Avenger, but Batman.
Spider-Man for sure.
Probably Thor. Batman.
Captain America.
Squidward.
Squidward.
SpongeBob.
Oh, SpongeBob all the way.
Squidward.
Batman.
Definitely Batman.
SpongeBob.
I'd probably be Batman.
I'd say Superman.
I'd choose Rocket. He's a pretty funny dude.
Awesome.
Oh, it'd probably be Olaf.
Probably the Flash.
SpongeBob.
Yeah, it's gotta be SpongeBob, right?
I gotta go with Squidward. That's the guy. That's my man.
SpongeBob all the way.
Batman.
I'd have to go Spider-Man.
SpongeBob.
Squidward. Yep.
SpongeBob.
Batman, for sure. He doesn't need the superpowers, he's just dope like that.
Say Thor.
I would have to say Mr. Incredible.
Superman.
Batman.
Flash.
Batman.
Oh, yeah, Batman as well.
Andreatta Well Service designs, builds, services, and repairs well and water systems throughout southern Colorado. We provide well drilling, well rehabilitation, water pump systems, agricultural irrigation pipelines, septic systems, road construction, and general excavation services. As fifth-generation Walsenburg small business owners, we pride ourselves on being an active part of the local community. Good luck to all the student athletes competing today.
The High Desert Hunting Company is based outside of beautiful Aguilar, Colorado, at the foot of the Spanish Peaks. Their specialty is one-on-one guided hunting adventures targeting your once-in-a-lifetime trophy animal. Originally known as Zelly's Hunting Club when it was founded in the 1930s, the modern-day High Desert Hunting Company also specializes in leasing and managing high-quality private ranches for big game trophy hunts, bringing in clients from all over the world and bringing money into Los Animas County. Give them a call today. 4D Auction Services, owned and operated by Ryan and Penny Brown, is a family-run business based out of Folsom, New Mexico. Named 4D for their 4 daughters, they offer a variety of auction services throughout northeastern New Mexico, southern Colorado, southwest Kansas, and the Oklahoma Panhandle. They offer business liquidations, large and small equipment sales, farm, ranch, and estate sales, and moving and consignment auctions. Visit them online at 4dauctionservices.highbid.com to see what they are selling today. Right Tires is your one-stop shop for fuel and tires in Kim, Colorado. Located on Highway 160, Right Tires has diesel and unleaded fuel available 24 hours a day. If you need a quick tire fix or a set of new tires, they'll get you what you need. Family owned and operated, they know that when our school and community thrives, we all thrive. Right Tires is proud to support the Kim Branson Mustangs and this student broadcast.
Innovative Water Technologies, based in Rocky Ford, Colorado, builds revolutionary water filtration systems that are affordable, durable, and easy to maintain, making them perfect for anyone that needs safe drinking water from towns and communities in the U.S. to developing communities around the world. Their SunSpring hybrid system won the 2022 Coolest Thing Made in Colorado award. Their dedication to safe drinking water makes Innovative Water Technologies a local company with a global impact.
Hello, folks. I am here, Will Doherty, with the founder, and my dad, Brad Doherty here. We're gonna give you a little pregame interview, with Brad Doherty here on Saddle Rock Sports Network. So, would you like to just tell us a little bit what this thing is all about?
Absolutely. You know, we started Saddle Rock Sports Network during the pandemic as a response to the EPA and everybody in the Department of Health closing down all of the indoor venues, not allowing anybody to come into basketball games. And they did allow camera people to go in, so that gave me an excuse to buy some cameras and have a little fun and start traveling and following our Kim Branson Mustang basketball team all over southern Colorado, and then it just kind of continued on into the next baseball season and then the next football seasons, and started to expand and get more kids involved and students. And then 2 years ago, this is our second year actually as the Saddle Rock Sports Network. You know, we are a student-powered broadcasting company. So we travel all over, mostly southern Colorado, but this is as far east as we've ever come. Glad to be able to be here today. We cover football, volleyball, baseball. Well, we try to cover baseball. Baseball is one of the harder sports to broadcast when you're getting up and going. A lot of basketball and even a little bit of track. So it's been a lot of fun in the last 3.5 years, or 2.5 years, almost 3. We've done over 325 broadcasts covering just small school sports. It's been a ton of fun. We've had about 18 different student broadcasters we've gotten involved in one way, shape, or form. You know, we got 5 of you here today, and plus 1 graduate and myself, which is a late graduate from many, many moons ago. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. We put all of our games on YouTube like you're watching right now. We'll put highlight clips and stuff on Facebook as well, so our fans and friends and people can easily find things and watch it on any device. You know, we raise all of our funds by sponsorships from local area businesses, from people that just appreciate what we're doing, being able to watch some of their kids, grandkids, nieces, and nephews from across the country that kind of help us keep going and keep paying you guys. So that's kind of a good thing why we like those sponsors. What do you enjoy about being a part of this crew, Will?
I enjoy being around the sport, you know. Being as an athlete, when I'm not playing, I wish I was playing. And so being around and being able to come to these games, if I'm not playing in them, it's so fun because especially these games, they're the best of the best. They're the athletes that I watched grow up be the top dogs. So I really like just being around, watching the kids do what they're best at, and being able to bring it to people who can't be here themselves. So, yeah, that's my opinion on it.
As a young athlete that's here watching this game, playing six-man football yourself, how has this kind of event been an inspiration to you? And if so, what would you say to maybe other young six-man football players in Colorado, Kansas that might want to participate in an event like this? Is it good? Was it worth the time? Is it worth the effort, dedication? What are your thoughts?
Oh, 100%, yeah. Like, having this be the first ever, Colorado, Kansas game, it's went so well. And it's not just the game itself, it's the experience on the way coming up here. You get to be with coaches for 3 days. You get to be friends with all your athletes that you've grown up playing against. So it's really cool just watching all these kids have fun and get along. I think if you missed out on it, it would be a complete bummer. So for anybody out there watching who's an athlete and wants to come participate, keep grinding, keep putting in that work, and if you get here one day, it'll be a blast.
It's really been neat to watch all of the athletes on these teams intermingle, making friendships, hanging out with guys that are normally enemies on the battlefield, so to speak, having a good time, dorking around. One of the fun things that's they coordinated for the young athletes to do is to get out and play the kickball tournament, which was a blast and a half. And then we went out to watch the Boot Hill Shootout the other day. A few folks went to a water park here in Dodge City. So the folks in Dodge City really did a fantastic job of opening the doors, welcoming us in. For those of you watching at home, we're actually up in a gorgeous media booth here at Dodge City Stadium. It's a big 6A school, and this media booth, it's beautiful, it's air-conditioned, high-speed internet, and it's fantastic. For those of you that know 8- and 6-man sports, usually the media booth, if anything, it's like a glorified woodshed. Mm-hmm. Small schools doing what they can, but here we are playing on a big stage, and it's been a lot of fun. All right, looks like the folks on the floor out on the field are getting ready for the coin toss. I see the referees making their way closer to the middle of the field. We'll turn it back to maybe hear from one or two more of those generous sponsors, and then I'll hand the mic back to Mr. Brock Brunelli, the man, the myth, the legend.
Well, thank you, Brad, for sharing some words with us, and a few minutes here, we'll get this game going. Colorado South versus Kansas South. Colorado Interstate All-State game.
4D Auction Services, owned and operated by Ryan and Penny Brown, is a family-run business based out of Folsom, New Mexico. Named 4D for their 4 daughters, they offer a variety of auction services throughout northeastern New Mexico, southern Colorado, southwest Kansas, and the Oklahoma Panhandle. They offer business liquidations, large and small equipment sales, farm, ranch, and estate sales, and moving and consignment auctions. Visit them online at 4dauctionservices.highbid.com to see what they are selling today. The High Desert Hunting Company is based outside of beautiful Aguilar, Colorado, at the foot of the Spanish Peaks. Their specialty is one-on-one guided hunting adventures targeting your once-in-a-lifetime trophy animal. Originally known as Zelly's Hunting Club when it was founded in the 1930s, the modern-day High Desert Hunting Company also specializes in leasing and managing high-quality private ranches for big game trophy hunts, bringing in clients from all over the world and bringing money into Los Animas County. Give them a call today. Wright Tires is your one-stop shop for fuel and tires in Kim, Colorado. Located on Highway 160, Wright Tires has diesel and unleaded fuel available 24 hours a day. If you need a quick tire fix or a set of new tires, they'll get you what you need. Family owned and operated, they know that when our school and community thrives, we all thrive. Wright Tires is proud to support the Kim Branson Mustangs and this student broadcast.
Innovative water technologies based in Rocky Ford, Colorado, builds revolutionary water filtration systems that are affordable, durable, and easy to maintain, making them perfect for anyone that needs safe drinking water from towns and communities in the U.S. to developing communities around the world. Their SunSpring hybrid system won the 2022 Coolest Thing Made in Colorado award. Their dedication to safe drinking water makes Innovative Water Technologies a local company with a global impact.
Ladies and gentlemen, something you like to see in all sports is over there, Colorado South, praying, getting ready for this football game with about 2 minutes left. Just want to kind of highlight for the people that weren't able to be here throughout the week and look at some of the festivities. It's just been a blast so far. I mean, last night at the banquet, some kids got presented with some scholarships. I mean, Brendan Aldridge from West Can, who was just in the last game and got the win for Kansas North. Brock Doherty from Branson, a local guy, he got a scholarship, and Leighton Jones, he got the Southeast one. Doherty, respectively, with the Southwest one. Looking on the other side here, Jack Ruckle, I believe, for Cunning, or actually Luke Maguire it was, and then Logan McCarty from Shilan. Really cool. Patrick Williams, the GM of the IFL Indoor Football League here, actually gave every kid a signed football from that team along with their scholarship. So just a really cool thing that been happening this weekend. Also was a good enough guy to invite every player or staff member that who have worked this to tomorrow's game Sunday, I believe, around 2 o'clock. So that's really cool for the GM of the IFL league there to invite all the kids out, the staff out for a free game of football. Just been great going back from kind of working backwards. I mean, tomorrow the football game. We can go back to the first day here, just the kickball tournament, everyone checking. It's just been a great experiment. Not experiment, but I guess it is an experiment. I mean, it's the first year and everything's gone good, but the experience has been good, I believe. I mean, good kids and good athletes. It's just been great, and I believe we're about to get the coin toss here any moment now from Dodge City, Kansas.
Well, it's a warm, hot, sunny day, folks. It's a good day for football. It's a good day for some good contact.
All right, at this time, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get the player intros. And actually, the national anthem first, and then player intros, ladies and gentlemen. Your national anthem. Now let's get a word from PA announcer. We're going to get introductions. Starting out with Colorado South. Number 0 from Eads, Keenan Smith. Number 1 from Cheyenne Wells, Carson Noe. They announced Brian Ontiveros. He's not here from Sierra Grande. Number 3, Braden Nix from La Vida. Number 5 from Cheyenne Wells, Perry Chadwick. Number 7, Cade Andreatta from La Vida. Number 10 from Walsh, Leighton Jones. From La Vida, number 12, Jesse Montunez. From Mountain Valley High School, number 13, Riley Heater. The local kid, number 19, from Branson Kim, Brock Doherty. From Mountain Valley High School, number 23, Jacob Martinez. Number 27 from Kit Carson, Keaton Marriott. He's also not here. Number 33, James Rizzoco from Miami Yoder. Number 44, Lane Runkle from Walsh. Let's wrap it up. Your Colorado South squad. That's going to be number 58, Tyler Kester, led by Shara, head coach Garrick Ontai. Now meet the Kansas South squad. Number 2 from Chitopa, we brought him up in the pregame show, Blake Carter. Santiago Canep, number 3 from Center. Number 4, also in the pregame show from Cunningham, Luke Maguire. Number 7 from Waverly, Ben Cunningham. Number 10 from Ingles, Leighton Simon. From Ashland, number 11, Trey Vera. Number 12, he hails from Ashland, Brett Grigsby. From Pawnee Heights, number 15, David Hamby. Also from Ashland, number 17, Gus Hink. Number 25 from Ingles, Myron Miller. From Ashland, number 30, Cale Harris. One of two Cunningham kids here this week. Number 34, Jack Ruckle. Number 44 from SCC, Southern Kofi County, Reeson Cox. And to wrap it up, number 57 from Center, Gentry Holub. And the rest of your Kansas South squad led by head coach Lance Maguire of Cunningham. Thank you all for joining us here in the broadcast booth here today. I'm Brock Brunelli on your play-by-play. Mr. Will Doherty here on the color. Will, how you feeling? Just got done with game one, the first ever summer kickoff classic. Kansas winning in that one. How you feeling going into the second game of this week?
Well, Brock, I'm feeling real good. Game one was fun and exciting, and I expect nothing less from this game right here. It's going to be great. I think both these teams are stacked with athletes. Just like game one, I expect there to be a lot of scoring and a lot of big plays.
For sure, and we go down to the field there for Kansas. Ben Neham, number 30 there. Cale Harris from Ashland, number 12. Brett Grigsby of Ashland. Also on the other side, Perry Chadwick of Cheyenne Wells. And Brock Doherty, Mr. Will's brother, founder of South Rock Sports Network. Brad and Jody Doherty's son there down on the field. More of the local guy here on the South Rock Sports Network. Colorado South went to 2 track stars to go out there on the coin toss. Perry Chadwick going on over there to Concordia University later on for his post-high school plans in Nebraska. Brock Doherty also winning 2 state 1A titles in track. About to get started here. Thank you all for joining us here in studio here today from Dodge City, Kansas, for the first ever summer kickoff classic here, Kansas versus Colorado. If you guys haven't subscribed already, give a like to this video. Please feel free to do so. We'd greatly appreciate it. It helps us out and makes everything spin and makes it go good. Kansas going to be kicking off. Colorado to receive the football for the first time today.
Looks like Perry Chadwick is back to return for the Colorado team.
Yeah, the quarterback from Cheyenne Wells. I'm expecting all 3 quarterbacks to get a good look today. I expect Chadwick to probably look to be the starter just based off of practice of how good he looked. I mean, day one, you might have saw in the practice video of that little rollout pass that he did. I mean, he's an impressive athlete. I've liked everything I've seen from him. Saw him actually scrimmage against Kansas North yesterday on this field. Looked pretty good. And I'm excited here to get started here with Colorado South with the ball to get us started.
Well, folks, this game I will be your statistician and color commentator, and Brock Brunelli here will do play-by-play and just a little bit of everything. So strap your seatbelts on because it's going to be an adventure and a ride.
There you go. Good call. About to get started here. 2-back formation. Going to get started. It's going to be Jones and Doherty in the back. Chadwick does draw the start and Doherty fumbles to get us started. And a big hit there for Kansas to get us started. Coming in huge, number 30, Cale Harris from Ashland. Swarms into the backfield to bring down Doherty for the first play of the game. Loss of 5 there, they're going to call it. They're going to say they're still going to be on the Colorado South 11-yard line. Starting center is going to be Lane Runkle here on this squad. 3, 2, 1. And as Maguire as the hybrid-like safety here for this Lance Maguire squad. Lance Maguire, the father to Luke. So it's really cool for them to have that opportunity to get to coach his son one more time, a very talented athlete from Cunningham. Chadwick, the quarterback. Quick handoff, Jones off of the draw and get wrapped up quick. Ruckle slams Jones into the ground for another loss. And we brought up Ruckle in the pregame show. He's just a guy with great defensive tenacity. Like what I saw on film of him on offense. He's just a good lineman. Linemen don't get all these crazy stats, but the stuff on film matters even more, and he gets it done. Here comes Ruckle again. Throws it. Chadwick intercepted! And here comes Leighton Simon from Ingles. Ruckle trying to get him. Ruckle brings him down by the jersey, and Kansas wants a holding call, and they get it. A big interception from the kid from Ingles. Leighton Simon intercepting as they celebrate in the end zone for a big start to this ball game.
We got Ruckle on one side of the ball and Runkle on the other side of the ball, so don't get confused, fans, when we hear it talking about one. Runkle had the tackle on that after the pick.
Here comes Colorado set up shop to get us started here today. Again, the start's going to be Brett Grigsby from Ashland. Grigsby, another impressive quarterback, 56 of 112, 1,000 even passing yards on the year. Quick handoff up the middle, up the gut. It'll be number 4, Reeston Cox, and gets a really good gain there that time for this South squad. Grigsby, both teams have 3 quarterbacks that can play in this game. We brought him up in the pregame show. Grigsby, 17 touchdowns, 5 interceptions on the year. The kid who played for former Miami Dolphins punter Tommy Heatherly from Chitopa, Blake Carter in the backfield. Carter off the right wing toss, and a nice little tackle there from Keenan Smith and Brock Doherty to come up huge there, respectively from Eads and Branson and Kim. You have Mustard thrown out on the field there that time, a penalty marker. 7:36 here in the first quarter of play here for Game 2 of the day, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all who joined us here on the SRSN. Truly appreciate all you guys' support here so far today and this week. As the refs talking to head coach Lance Maguire and the rest of the staff, let's see what the final verdict is. Back them up just a bit here. Still deep in Colorado South territory. First, go ahead, Will. My apologies.
Kansas, they are coming out strong on defense. They laid the hammer down on the Colorado team, but yet Colorado on their defensive drive, they're holding Kansas pretty well. So, 0-0 right now, but something's bound to happen in the future.
Grigsby under center. Blocking man's going to be Reeson Cox from SCC. Chitopa, fake handoff. Fires it inside, and a nice tackle there. Ball's live. And they're going to say his whistle dead before Leighton Jones came in flying like a runaway freight train to stick Cox there on that tackle. Looks like we're going to get a new rotation of players here now. So after Grigsby started the ball game, we're going to have a new quarterback already in the ball game on the first drive, and that's going to be Ben Meehan, who really impressed me in practice this week, the lefty quarterback out of Waverly. Trips out wide there. Maguire's actually going to get the snap at quarterback to make him live. Maguire's going to run. Maguire goes in and really short there of the goal line there, but a nice little quarterback option there from Maguire after making him live off the pitch of Meehan. Luke Maguire obviously just played in the state championship. He's the coach's son for this squad. 37 of 60, 544 yards, 11 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and a 116.9 QB rating last year for Cunningham.
Do you know who had that tackle, Brock?
No idea. I was watching the ball and looking down at my stats.
Might have been a joint tackle there.
And here comes Maguire going in. And he's just going to go right in. And Chadwick brings him down, but that ain't going to be enough. That's going to be a touchdown for Maguire to get us started for Kansas. Kansas starting out huge here with the rushing touchdown from Luke Maguire. And Maguire will do those things. I mean, anyone can tell you if they know football, 60 pass attempts in 10 and maybe some change games last year for Cunningham. He's a quarterback option-like guy. I mean, they're not going to, in his offense, they didn't pass a lot. They like to run the ball. They're a smash-mouth team. As Keenan Smith got on that blocked field goal there from Gentry, Holub got a hand on it. Nice little special teams play there by Keenan Smith to keep the score at 6. 6-0 is the score. 5:55 left. You're watching high school football, all on the Saddle Rock Sports Network.
Lovato Concrete is a multi-generational family business that has proudly been serving its community for over 30 years. Lovato Concrete specializes in all types of concrete, including foundations, walls, sidewalks, slabs, driveways, and decorative stamped concrete. Big enough to handle large commercial projects, but caring enough to take pride in residential projects too. They'll get your project done right. Give them a call today at 719-680-8512.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back there to the action. Brock Bernelli, Will Doherty working left to right. Mr. Tate Baker, he's on your camera switcheroos and some sound and all that good stuff. And Mr. Brad Doherty directing here for us today. Down on the field, the cameramen, the men who have to be in the hot weather. I'm lucky not to be one of them, but they still deserve their recognition of how hard they've worked this week too. Blake O'Gean, Mason Riddle, and Milo Moorfield getting it done. Perry Chadwick takes the kickoff return. Nice little hit there by Heater to open up a block there on Maguire. Eventually brought down around the 40, the Dodge City 50.
Nice 40-yard return there by Chadwick.
Yeah,
that'll be his first carry of the game.
I mean, the kid's got speed. There's a reason why he's going to college to do track. There's a reason why they had enough points to be the 1A state champions in track. And he was a big part of that, as well as Carson Noe. It's been fun watching that connection here as Chadwick's going to try to get the play there, or possibly even hit the sideline he's going to, and there's going to be a new quarterback now for the time being for Colorado South. Next, the pitch to Montunez. Montunez going to dance around the pocket. Here comes Montunez. Ruckles come behind. Nice little block. And a nice little hit there towards the end there between Kester and number 30, Kel Harris, from their respective squads. Let's see what the penalty was. Block in the back there by Tyler Kester from Sierra Grande in the 58 red jersey. You guys ain't quite sure on which team is which. It's the Kansas South team in the white and the Colorado South team in the red here today, if you're just joining us here from Dodge City, Kansas. Chadwick remains on the sideline. Jesse Montunez still at quarterback from Lovato. Nix, the pitch. Montunez working around the pocket. Here comes Ruckel. Dumps it off Nix, and Nix drops it. Great coverage there by Leighton Simon. He's just been kind of that roving spy at safety that just flies all over the field. Cleans up the slack from the second level. He's just been very good in the third level here so far. Montunez, quarterback from Lovato, is home and neutral games in 2023. Had 14 touchdowns, 3 picks with a 52% completion percentage. In away contest, 13 touchdowns, 2 picks, 41% completion percentage. Saw 11 percentage drop. And then was also had 19 career CHSA Max Preps player of the games in his respective sports. Montunez going to dump it to Jones there. And a little underthrown right. And that's going to be third quarter here with the score still being 6-0.
It's third down and around 21 or 22 yards. It's about time for the Colorado South team to pick up their game a little bit because they need to get a first down or score.
And for sure, you go back to saying that, Will, just how quick that Kansas South team scored. I mean, Maguire and going in there. I mean, it's going to be quite tricky to work against them today. Chadwick back in the game through an interception last drive. He's going to use those good, fast legs of his, and another penalty on the field there over on the left side around the 40. They're going to say it's on Colorado South. I believe that's Jacob Martinez from MVHS there in the red jersey, so backs him up even more here on this third down. This might be a territory if you have a guy, if you've practiced it in practice, maybe try to pin back this Kansas South squad because that's a lot of yardage to go. You haven't worked on many deep pass plays yet today. This might be in territory where you just have to go ahead and punt it. Let's see what head coach Garrett Gontai is going to do here this time. Chadwick out. Maguire out deep there, expecting a punt. Here comes Chadwick. He's going to throw it. Chadwick dumps it. Jones in a hit. Wow. Cale Harris comes in soaring like an eagle, and the possession arrow goes to Kansas. Wow. Okay, so with the penalty, nonetheless, Maguire is now deep. Got a little mix up there down below. They had the wrong numbers, so that's on me. But still, nonetheless, Cale Harris came through soaring with a huge hit there. There's going to be a timeout taken. We'll take time of our own and be right back here all on the Saddle Rock Sports Network.
Stay connected. The First National Bank in Trinidad invites you to try mobile banking. We offer free mobile banking, real-time account activity, transfer funds, mobile deposit, text alerts, and unlimited free bill pay. Same relationship, new way to connect. First National Bank in Trinidad. Stay connected with people you know and trust. Member FDIC.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here. Now it's fourth down. 22 to go on that Colorado South there. I mean, just a wonderful play there by Cale Harris. A big hit. I mean, all I could say is wow. I mean, he came in off of the right side, just soaring, came over all the way here. I mean, he probably had 10, 15 yards to cover, and he came and made a huge hit here. And this Kansas squad here, just like the North, came here to play pretty good, darn good here so far today. So now even, I mean, you go to the third down, 4 down, just what I said when I thought it was fourth down. I mean, it's going to be interesting. I think it's still a territory where you may want to punt the ball And let's see what they choose to do here. In the diamond formation, could be a punt or setting up for a deep pass here. Azoko for Miami, Yoder out right. Chadwick's just going to bomb it away. Throws it. Andreatta intercepted Ben Meehan. And here comes Ben Meehan. Another interception thrown by Perry Chadwick. And just a huge play there by Ben Meehan. I mean, just a great play. Read the route well. And comes out picking Chadwick off. And now Kansas South sets up in great territory now. You know, we are talking about Ben Meehan's quarterback abilities in the pregame show of how good he was for being a lefty and that. And we failed to mention how good he can be as a DB, too, because, I mean, that interception was huge, Will.
Mm-hmm. Pretty big for Kansas South.
Grigsby, the quarterback, split man backfield. Ball's live, ball's free. And let's see who came out with it. And it's going to still be Kansas's ball here coming out with it. I believe that was number 11, Trey Vera.
4:13 left to go in the first quarter. Clock is currently running 6-0. Kansas up. Still a lot of game to be left to played.
For sure, I'm excited here. Lance Maguire, 10-2 last year, 3-0 in district. Lost to Shiland 57-8 on 11-25-23. Was 425th overall in the nation in all levels and 36th overall in Kansas. Quick dump off. Nice little rush there from Perry Chadwick getting it done. Liked how fast he came off the left side here. And he just put the pressure on Grigsby. And now a new 6. As maybe you want to use a hockey term, a line change. A new 6. You saw this. We talked about to Coach Maguire personnel changes and how it can be. He rolls out a new 6 here. Last time while they're in this package, it was a lot of quarterback option stuff with Luke Maguire. Let's see what they choose to do here this time. Maguire also, I mean, he's got the smarts and the speed. Let's see what he does. Maguire, he's going to run. Runkle, my apologies, rushes him. Here comes Maguire, and a nice hit there.
Leighton Jones.
From Leighton Jones. Just got hit pretty hard offensively, but he puts an exclamation point there against the Cunningham quarterback, Maguire. A big hit, and, I mean, I'm more of a defensive guy, and I like to see big hits. I mean, as long as the player don't get hurt and everything like that, it's great to see big hits and big plays happening. Andreatta checks out here, going back to him, one of 3 Red Hawks here this week. Averaged 7.6 yards a carry on offense. 4-2 stack here now. They're going to send one and have Chadwick blitz free. Quick handoff up the middle, and
it's going to be a dive, but drilled into the ground by Runkle and Chadwick.
Yeah, and I mean, off the dive, going back to, like you said, running up the gut. I think this Kansas South team is going to have trouble running, straight line running up the gut versus this Colorado South squad, because just watching in practice, I mean, I even bring up Lane Runkle from Walsh. He was just disruptive. Get into the quarterback quick, came quick into the backfield to tackle the running backs. I mean, he's a great athlete there at the nose guard in the 44 jersey. Lane Runkle's going to make a difference here. Grigsby under center, handoff, Carter, and just like that, Tyler Kester comes in swarming.
Tyler Kester puts the hammer down for Kansas and wraps himself up his first tackle of the night.
2:23 left in the first quarter of play. 6-0 is your score. The big thing is, I've said, I think this team's going to have to pass a lot to try to beat this Colorado South squad, because they got the run game down. They got Runkle. They got a kid in Chadwick who can blitz freely well. They got a great sideline-to-sideline linebacker in Doherty. I mean, it's going to be hard as Ben Meehan, the lefty, dumps it off to Simon. Simon's going to cut back right. Only one man to beat. That's Kester. Simon running across the sideline. Touchdown, Kansas South. Leighton Simon getting it done offensively off of the quick dump off from the lefty from Waverly, Ben Meehan. And that's going to be another touchdown for Kansas.
Both of Kansas touchdowns so far have started in a wide spread out running formation, and they've both been touchdowns just run right in the end zone. Both are big plays, and if Kansas can do it, Colorado can do it. So
for sure. I mean, I really like this Colorado squad, and as Holub sends it up and no good. We're going to talk more about this Colorado South squad when we come back from break. 12-0 is your score. Kansas finds themselves in cruise control almost at the end of one, ladies and gentlemen.
Al's Gas Service has proudly served the Trinidad and surrounding area since 1964. With over 95 years of combined industry experience, we not only deliver propane, but we also sell, install, and service a wide variety of heating and air conditioning appliances. Stay warm in the winter and cool in the summer with Al's Gas Service. Give us a call today at 719-846-6022.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Brock Bernelli on the play-by-play. Mr. Will Doherty on color. It's been a joy calling some great games here so far with Mr. Will Doherty. He's done a very good job. I've liked the chemistry we've been able to build so far in today's ball games. And all these other student-powered broadcasters just doing a great job of getting this all done throughout the week. It's been a lot of fun.
I say the same thing, Brock. It looks like Kansas is getting ready to kick off. Looking down at my stat sheet here, Colorado South has a pretty evenly spread tackle tallies here. Brock, Chadwick, Jones, Russell, Smith, they're both evenly, everybody's getting in a little bit on the action. And on the other side, I got to say the same for Kansas. Kansas is getting it done all around, really offensively too, being that they put 12 up on the board already. There's a minute 39 left to go, and let's see how it rolls.
For sure, and we're going to roll into another Colorado South offensive possession. Chadwick has it right and gets eventually ran out of bounds around the 20. Nice little return there again by Chadwick. Be interesting to see who Colorado South rolls out with as their quarterback. Seen a mix of Montunez, and mostly it's been Perry Chadwick. It'll be interesting. It looks like it'll be Chadwick to get a start on this drive. 12-0 the score, 1:33 left. First down and 15 here for this Colorado South squad. Got to get a huge score here. Both drives have ended in touchdowns for this Kansas South squad. Two out wide. Here comes Perry Chadwick. Runs left off the boot. Throws it in a little underthrown and incomplete. And we talked about earlier in the week how good Chadwick is throwing on the run, throwing on the little rollout passes. I mean, he looked sharp in practice, really good. Unfortunately, there that time just a little underthrew him. I'm expecting to see Chadwick make those throws with that talented of an athlete later on this game. Chadwick, obviously, first team CHSAA All-State as well, state champion in football his sophomore year for Cheyenne Wells. Two back, that's going to be Doherty and Jones. Chadwick, the quarterback. Handoff Jones, and here comes Meehan. A huge tackle coming in, soaring, and that's going to be a tackle for loss on the back of Ben Meehan's football card. A huge tackle for loss and sends Colorado South back. A little under a minute left here. Kansas in cruise control here. Kansas winning the first game there for the North. And then now South here in cruise control here in the first quarter. Doherty and Jones at the diamond formation. Motion man, that's going to be Doherty to the left to send trips off of the screen. Jones is going to throw it, and Doherty gets hit there by Meehan off of the little bubble screen. Ben Meehan, I mean, he's been good. Interception, the last drive off of Perry Chadwick, threw the touchdown over to Leighton Simon. I mean, two of the guys who have picked off Chadwick have also connected for touchdowns. They've been a big part of this Kansas squad. And going back to Ben Meehan, you know, I was wearing an old school Broncos hat, and he just was. It is cool to see another Broncos country fan in Chiefs Kingdom here in Kansas. I mean, he talked about Elway and all that great stuff. A great overall kid as well so far this week. I mean, hardworking kid, and I mean, it was been fun to watch him here so far in this game. South's going to rotate here and kind of do a line change of their own and come out with a new 6. Looks like it'll be Montuñez back at quarterback, and around the same yard line here last drive, that's where they put Montuñez in at quarterback and switched back out for Chadwick here. So might be a strategy Garrick Ontai is trying to do here for this Colorado South squad here of rotating on defense, and even Montuñez with the quarterback on offense as well. Maguire's going to gun it down to Simon. Simon and caught. Draped coverage against Orzoko and Miami Yoder. And Simon just positions himself over the left side of Orzoko and hauls it in for a big gain yardage. 14.4 remaining. Timeout taken by Garrick Ontai. We're going to take a timeout of our own. Kansas deep in Colorado territory.
Andreatta Well Service designs, builds, services, and repairs well and water systems throughout southern Colorado. We provide well drilling, well rehabilitation, water pump systems, agricultural irrigation pipelines, septic systems, road construction, and general excavation services. As fifth-generation Walsenburg small business owners, we pride ourselves on being an active part of the local community. Good luck to all the student athletes competing today.
Hey, John, welcome back. A huge play there. Maguire gunning it down through the air off of the coverage from Orzoko from Miami Yoder to Leighton Simon of Ingalls for a big connection there. Now you see Ben Meehan expected to pitch it to Maguire. I'd watch the right side here of Maguire with a QB run. Meehan's just going to throw it there across, and Leighton Simon's going to walk in untouched for another Ben Meehan to Leighton Simon connection. Not one, but not two. That's going to be 2 touchdowns for Ben Meehan and Leighton Simon connecting here already in the first quarter with 9 seconds remaining. Holub, the extra point here. 18-0 is your score with 9 seconds remaining. Holub, snap good, holds good. Holub up and hits the right upright, no good. Bounces off, ricochets off, however you say it. That was no good, unfortunately. 18-0 is your score. Kansas up big with 9.9 remaining.
.4D Auction Services, owned and operated by Ryan and Penny Brown, is a family-run business based out of Folsom, New Mexico. Named 4D for their 4 daughters, they offer a variety of auction services throughout northeastern New Mexico, southern Colorado, southwest Kansas, and the Oklahoma Panhandle. They offer business liquidations, large and small equipment sales, farm, ranch, and estate sales, and moving and consignment auctions. Visit them online at 4dauctionservices.highbid.com to see what they are selling today.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Brock Pernelli, Will Doherty here in studio. Kansas up big here with a little under 10 seconds remaining, 0.1 seconds to be exact. Chadwick out deep here for this Colorado South squad, and Holub, the southpaw kicker, to send it out. Goes right over the head of Chadwick, unable to return it. And now Colorado South to set up shop here. I think this is a drive where this Colorado South squad can use a big score and a score quick. If I'm Colorado in a perfect world, even if you're down at half, it's holding Kansas here in that second quarter and possibly scoring 2 and even better 3 touchdowns going into the locker room. Let's see what they can do. Doherty the pitch to Chadwick on a run right. Chadwick gets tripped up, and here comes Perry. Chadwick gets a block from Runkle. And Ben Meehan brings Chadwick down there around the 20-yard line. Another big tackle for Ben Meehan. That's going to be the end of first here. Garrick Ontai's Colorado South squad, 0. Lance Maguire's Kansas South squad, 18. You're watching high school football all on the RAK Sports Network.
For 45 years, Kennedy Hunting Services has provided fair valued, quality private land hunts in northeast New Mexico and southeast Colorado. Thank you to our wonderful employees, lessees, and clientele who contribute to our success and allow us to continue our family-owned and operated business. Visit KennedyHuntingServices.com to learn more. Good luck to all the athletes in today's games.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the action. Brock Bernelli, Will Doherty here in studio. Thank you all joined us here on the RAK Sports Network. If you guys haven't already, please feel free to subscribe to the channel. Give a like to this video. All that helps us out, and we truly appreciate each and every one of you guys supporting us through it all. Brock Doherty from Branson goes right over his head off from the center. Chadwick working around. Chadwick throws it across his body. Here comes Jones. Leighton Jones spins into Kansas territory there. A big play from Leighton Jones there with the purple W out of Walsh. You can go back to Jones. Just an incredible athlete. Accounted for 60.7% of yards from scrimmage for this Walsh squad last year. Very good athlete in Leighton Jones. Two out wide on each side. Here comes Chadwick. Chadwick dancing around. Here comes Jack Ruckle. Chadwick throwing on the run. And another interception. Luke Maguire gets eventually brought down by 3 Colorado South squad players, and the 3 quarterbacks of all things have gotten interceptions today for this Kansas South squad.
Interception for Luke Maguire and Ben Meehan. They all got one under their
And Leighton
book.
Simon.
And Leighton
he played
Simon.
a lot of quarterback last year from Ingles. I mean, wow. Chadwick at his 3rd interception of the day. 9:33 remaining in the first half of play. Stick with us for your Lovato Concrete halftime show report. Myself, Will Doherty, and the rest of the crew will be breaking down comments, reactions, scoring totals, and some stats from the first half of play. Grigsby finds a man downfield in coverage. Chadwick breaks it up, draped him in coverage, and Chadwick's going to get a nice little pass deflection on the back of his football card to bring up second down with 15 to go on the Kansas South 17-yard line. $9:23 left in the first half of play. If you guys just joined us, we're playing 10-minute quarters here today. Normally in Colorado, it's the standard 8 minutes. Today we're playing 10. Brock Doherty over the left side in coverage. Offense, him and Junior Coulter Cranston had 2,962 rush yards, which accounted for 68% of the team's yardage, which is also first on the team this year with 159 total tackles.
Nice tackle there by Jones. He shot that gap and swept his ankles for a nice stop on the Kansas South's offensive side.
Yeah, you know, Jones, he has a high motor. I mean, that kid doesn't stop till the play's over, comes through soaring, gets it done. He just has a high motor. I mean, I've liked what I've seen from Jones and the rest of the Colorado South squad.
Yeah, Jones currently leading the Colorado South squad in tackles this game.
Ben Meehan looking to throw the lefty, and he shows off that cannon deep. Caught in a nice pass breakup by Jesse Montunez. Out of Lovato, the DB, coming up huge, and he definitely saved a touchdown there. Davin Hamby, the man who can do some incredible backflips we saw during this week, during kickball and that. I mean, he almost found 6 in the end zone there, but Jesse Montunez come in flying and breaks it up. We go to Hamby. Defensively, 6 of his team's 13 pass deflections were credited to him. Here comes Andreatta to rush, and their little quick dump off there. That's going to be number 3, Santiago Canepp. Canepp, a very good athlete as well, out of center. Now it's going to be a 4th down territory with 10 to go on their own 22-yard line now for this Kansas South squad.
James Orzoko gets himself in the books with his first tackle of the game.
It looks like we're going to have a timeout taken by Coach Garrick on time. We're going to take time out and be right back here from studio. You're watching high school football all on the Saddle Rock Sports Network.
Right Tires is your one-stop shop for fuel and tires in Kim, Colorado. Located on Highway 160, Right Tires has diesel and unleaded fuel available 24 hours a day. If you need a quick tire fix or a set of new tires, they'll get you what you need. Family owned and operated, they know that when our school and community thrives, we all thrive. Right Tires is proud to support the Kim Branson Mustangs and this student broadcast.
First down. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Referee timeout there to mark where the ball was there with the chains. It was indeed a first down now, so Kansas South keeps rocking and rolling now against this Colorado South squad.
Current score 18-0. Kansas up with 8:15 left to go.
Three out wide here for this Kansas South squad. 2 on the right, 1 on the left here. Myron Miller and the very good receiver Leighton Simon out here, and almost intercepted there by Tyler Kester. Came right off the gloves, almost intercepted there for the linebacker Kester. And Kester's another sideline-to-sideline linebacker. He's going to come up from behind you to tackle you if need be to save touchdowns. He's a great player from Sierra Grande. Kester, 13.5 sacks. His sophomore year, that was second in Colorado and 6th man behind Evan Worley of Cheyenne Wells. Ben Meehan to throw, throws off that cannon. That's going to be incomplete, and we're going to have pass interference there. That's going to be offensive passive interference there. That's going to be on Leighton Simon working against Rzoko, Miami Yoder. Martinez comes in. Andreatta subs out. Going to Martinez. 399 career tackles. Offensively, 94 rush attempts for 702 yards last year. Saw a jump of 10.2 tackles per game to 14.2 tackles per game from freshman to senior year. Second down and 25 here for this Kansas South squad on their own 22-yard line. Ben Meehan pitches off to Maguire. Here comes Braden Nix to rush Maguire. Maguire's going to use his legs. Maguire cuts left from right. And nice little tackle there by Martinez from Colorado South, but nonetheless about a 5 to 6 yard gain there from Maguire. Be interesting to see when we've got a timeout there to get some new personnel changes there for both sides. We'll take time of our own. Be right back here on the Saddle Rock Sports Network.
Wallace Oil Company has been serving southeast Colorado with quality fuels and lubricants since 1962, delivering diesel, gasoline, and propane to residential and commercial farms and ranches. You can also visit Wallace Oil Automotive Repair in La Junta for all your vehicle needs. Wallace Oil is proud to support Kim and Branson Athletics and student-powered broadcasting. Go Mustangs and go with Wallace Oil Company. They deliver.
Yep. Hello, folks. I'm back with you here. Will Doherty. I want to say a quick word about Ty Winter. He's one of our proud sponsors of today's game. Ty Winter, HD 47. He's a great man. He's a great father. And most of all, he's a fighter for rural Colorado. So big thanks to Ty Winter for Colorado. He wants to wish good luck to all the players in today's games.
For sure. Thank you to Ty Winter for sponsoring today's ball game. For everyone at home, if you're joining us, if you don't see a Branson Bearcat helmet on Brock Doherty, he's already graduated. He's not transferring, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like his helmet might have cracked. So Brock Doherty now in the black with the orange striped pants there over the left side for me, or right side, my apologies, working on Myron Miller from Ingalls, is wearing a yellow helmet right now for this Colorado South squad. And Maguire picks up the first down for Kansas South. So yes, Brock Doherty in a yellow helmet, number 19 on the red squad for Colorado South now. Yeah, I might have to give Brock some flack after the game. He might have the most weird color combination now from a different color. I mean, got yellow, red, black, orange, white, all of it. I mean, Myron Miller there working on Doherty now here from offense to defense. Ben Meehan, the quarterback. Meehan from Waverly going to throw it there over to Hamby. Hamby working on Rzoko. A nice little tackle there by Rzoko there to bring down Hamby.
Blue helmet on blue helmet contacts right there.
There you go. I mean, we're getting all the colors now. 6:45 left here in the first half. 18-0 here. It's Kansas South squad working against Colorado South now. Simon sent out left. Myron Miller out right. Meehan and Maguire there set up here. Here comes Meehan. Meehan working. He's going to throw it across the flats there. It's going to be to Knapp from center, wearing the 3 jersey. Brings up a third down here. Or actually a first down. They confirm it. A first down and 8 there off the scoreboard with 8 to go here and 6:15 left in the first half of play. Three out wide here. Ben Meehan to throw. Throws it to Hamby. And nice coverage there by Montunius on the overthrown of the right shoulder there by Ben Meehan. 2nd down and 8 now for this Kansas South squad against the Colorado South squad. New 6 coming in. Grigsby in, the quarterback from Ashland. They're actually going to rotate now. Ruckel checks out. Ben Meehan's still going to be in, though, for this Kansas South squad. Nix checks out from Levita for the Colorado South squad. Nix going to Knox College for baseball and football. Has a .436 batting average his career in baseball. Simon working around. Throws it. Cale Harris works on Ruckel. And Harris finds the end zone for 6. 24-0. Kansas up now, big in cruise control. All live from Dodge City there. Cale Harris off the little dump-off throw from Leighton Simon. Point after attempt now for this Kansas South squad. The hold's good, the snap's good, and that's going to be good. A made PAT there for number 44, Reeston Cox. 26-0, Kansas up 26. You're watching high school football all on the Saddle Rock Sports Network.
Cook Oil is your one-stop shop for everything you need on the farm or range. We provide auto and ag parts and a full line of feed and livestock supplements. And we can handle your bulk fuel and propane delivery needs. Don't forget, Cook Oil is also your only source for Can-Am ATVs and side-by-sides east of I-25 and south of I-70. Stop in and see us at 105 West Santa Fe in Walsh or give us a call at 719-324-5273. Thanks and good luck to the athletes competing in today's games.
Hey, John, welcome back. Brock Bernelli, Will Doherty here in studio from Dodge City, Kansas. Once was a big part of the Wild Wild West here and still is. Great opportunities here for these kids to be playing in the showcase. First ever Summer Kickoff Classic. So excited to be here. It's been a blast here so far this week. 26-0, 5:47 left here in the first half of play from Dodge City, Kansas. Chadwick out deep now for this Colorado South squad. And the kick from Holub. Chadwick grabs it around the 10. Here comes Chadwick to make a move. Works around the 20, gets tripped up and eventually brought down by Harris. Going back to Holub, the kickoff man there, started the game as the kicker. Holub, all-league six-man first team in his league this year out of Kansas.
Well, it was a pit change over there on that sideline. Brock Doherty's appearing with another helmet on. He's out of the black, he's out of the yellow, and now he's got the black and yellow. Got a black helmet, yellow face mask.
Is that a Prairie helmet on maybe now?
I don't know. He's going through all of them.
Looks like he might have started with a Pete's helmet and then went to Prairie. So, I mean, maybe he just wanted to represent some of his Colorado North guys too as well. So, you have musical chairs. Well, maybe Doherty's playing musical helmets or something like that. Not too sure, but Brock Doherty there changing his helmet again. Let's get a helmet counter maybe going. What's that, number 3? 26-0, 5:17 left here in the first half. Colorado South ball here. Chadwick working as the quarterback for Colorado South with 5 minutes remaining here in the first half of play from Dodge City, Kansas. The snap from Runkle. Jones to throw it. Jones dancing around. Grigsby runs him out. And that's going to be a sack for Brett Grigsby. First, I think, true sack of the game. I mean, don't quote me on that, but I believe that was the first sack there. Brett Grigsby out of Ashland. Bring up 3rd and 15 now on their own 23-yard line here. 4:46 left here in the first half. Three-man in the back. Here comes Jones. Expect to take the snap off the quick handoff. Chadwick throws it. Ben Meehan. He says, I want dose interceptions. Ben Meehan, have a day. Picks off Chadwick again. And Ben Meehan, another interception out of Waverly. A huge play there again on defense. That's going to be Kansas's football again. Carter out of Chitopa now back in the backfield. Says favorite player was Jamal Charles. And 1,712 yards, 24 touchdowns rushing last year was a big part of what his Chitopa squad did last year. And he gets sent back there deep there that time. And a nice tackle there to move quickly there on that front four of this Colorado South squad rather's defense. 26-0, 4:10 remaining here. Brett Grigsby under center had a huge sack there earlier. Couple drives ago. NASCAR package here from Colorado South. Here comes Brock Doherty. Ball's live. Picked up Runkle. And that's going to be Colorado South ball. Brock Doherty came in off the pressure of Grigsby and just strip sacked him. Picked up by the nose guard from Walsh. Lane Runkle. Ball went live. Scooped up. And now it's Colorado South squad. They can use a huge score right here and set them up here to get back right in this ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Huge strip sack from the Branson Kim senior, Brock Doherty. Here comes Colorado South operating. Nix pitches there. That's going to be to number 13, Riley Heater of Mountain Valley. Going to take him out for a yard or two. 3:27 and the clock's rolling. And if I'm head coach Lance Maguire from Kansas, I think you cannot really run hardly against this Colorado South squad. They have a good front three, sometimes a front four, and they sent that NASCAR-like package. It's a term they use where they send more than the majority on the line. Usually in the National Football League, it's usually 5 or 6 off of the line, and you got your guys in coverage. They sent the full house there that time. As now you see Heater steps back. Montunez with Maguire in coverage, and that's going to be incomplete. Going back to Garrick Ontai's little stat read-off. 2-8 last year for Sherrod. 1 versus Kiowa and Kit Carson, 18-6. He's 8-13 in his 2 years at Sherrod. Team average was 13.1 pass plays a game, 25.5 run plays a game. So likes to lean for the run game there in his offensive personnel and playbook at Sherrod. We're going to take a timeout and hear more about Garrick Ontai's Sherrod Wolverines and what he may be bringing to the table here for Colorado South. 26-0 is the score. 2:39 left here in the first half from Dodge City.
Lovato Concrete is a multi-generational family business that has proudly been serving its community for over 30 years. Lovato Concrete specializes in all types of concrete, including foundations, walls, sidewalks, slabs, driveways, and decorative stamped concrete. Big enough to handle large commercial projects, but caring enough to take pride in residential projects too. They'll get your project done right. Give them a call today at 719-680-8512.
Hello, folks. It's Will Doherty here, back from that timeout. I'm going to give you a little word from our sponsors, CD&K Septic and Plumbing. They provide some of the best septic and plumbing services. They do sewer and drain cleaning, septic system service, septic system installation, sewer repair, and septic plumbing. Give them a call today at 719-859-3268. That's 719-859-3268. Right now, there's 2:39 left to go on the clock. Kansas 26, Colorado 0. But Colorado has the ball, and they're looking to score.
There comes Brock Doherty. Gets wrapped up there. He's not going down yet. And picks up an extra yard or two there for that Colorado South squad. Running very free there that time. And if you turn on the film of Doherty, I mean, he's just very good in pass pro, run pro. And that's just stuff that don't show up as stats. I mean, he opened up a lot of holes there for Coulter Cranston. I mean, I called him thunder and lightning. I mean, Coulter Cranston, another good back. I'll expect him to probably be here next year and quite possibly in the running for Colorado Six-Man Player of the Year. I mean, just a great overall athlete and kid. I'm excited to see what he can do his senior year. T formation here. Quick dump off from Heater to Kester. Kester going to run over the left side and eventually brought down there on that fourth down. So now it's going to be setting up shop now for Kansas South. Now with 1:40 remaining off of the strip sack from Doherty, Kansas is able to stop the offense here for Colorado and reset up shop here with a lot of yardage to go to set up to try to get 6 again. We'll take a quick break and be right back here, all on the Saddle Rock Sports Network.
America was built on beef, and at Meat America, we connect consumers directly to the local ranches who grow and supply their meat. Our simple, honest process delivers wholesome products from wholesome ranches to be part of wholesome meals for Americans. All right, folks, we're back in action. Kansas ball right around the 35. Looks like there's laundry on the field.
Let's see what it is here from the refs. Neutral zone infraction, it looks there. Actually going to be there, Kansas South on the penalty. Or actually, yep. There you go. They got the right yardage. First down and 20 to go. They're going to call it now on their own 29-yard line. 1:36 remaining here in the first half. Ben Meehan, the pitch. Luke Maguire. Martinez rushes. Maguire throws it. Brock Doherty gets the interception. And Brock Doherty, being dominant on defense, came off that left side all the way to the right, went in front of the receiver, and just came up soaring. Picked off Brock Doherty, back-to-back great defensive plays. And quite possibly, it's been every other drive that Brock Doherty hasn't forced a turnover now against his Kansas South squad. They have resulted in touchdowns. So back-to-back drives, Brock Doherty quite possibly could be saving 12 points, possibly even more on the board. T formation now for Garrick Ontai's offense. Brock Doherty gets the ball to the right. Gets ran out of bounds around for about a 5 to 6 yard gain. .121 left. Stick with us for your Lovato Concrete halftime show report. Be breaking down all happenings of the first half of play here from Dodge City, Kansas. Been a great week here so far. Guys, haven't gave a like to this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, give a like on Facebook, check out that Saddle Rock Solutions website. We greatly appreciate all you loyal listeners checking in from all over the country and possibly maybe even the world. Who knows? Jones, Chadwick finds Smith, and Smith scoops it up there. Should be enough to move the chains. It will indeed. Keenan Smith coming up huge there, the kid from Eads. He is first on team in receiving yards with 46.8 a game, had 11 offensive touchdowns, and defensively 49 total tackles, which marked him as 5th on the team. Jones looking to throw. Jones gets hit hard by Ruckel, and a pass break up there by Ben Meehan against Chadwick. Going to be no PI against Chadwick there that time. Great coverage by Ben Meehan. .103 left, 26-0. Colorado trying to capitalize with the score here before the end of the first half. Garrick Ontai Sherraw Wolverine squad averaged 237.1 yards in 2023. That mark was a bit higher in 2022 with 289.1. T formation, Chadwick off the quick pitch over right side. Jones spin around. And Jones gets about 2 or 3 yards there on that play. .48 seconds remaining, a little under a minute here. 3 out wide, Doherty the pitch. Nice little block there by Doherty. And dancing around Jones. Jones throws it across his body and almost intercepted. Almost getting the triple crown was Ben Meehan there. Would have been number 3 there on defense of the day. Nonetheless, he gets a pass deflection there with 37.9 seconds remaining in the first half. 4th down and 12 to go on this Kansas's 19-yard line as Lance Maguire tells his boys the last 2 plays to go to a prevent defense. 3-2-1 working heavy to the left now for this defense. Martinez to be the man at center. Doherty pitches it. That's going to be Jones dancing around. Jones going to throw it to Carson Noe. And a beautiful touchdown for Carson Noe. First time hearing him today, and it's a good time for Colorado South to hear the name Carson Noe. Goes flying through the air and grabs a touchdown and a potential momentum swing for this Colorado South squad. 31.3 back if they want to get into the ball game. Carson Noe out of Cheyenne Wells coming up huge off of the Leighton Jones passing touchdown. James Orzoko from Miami Yoder due to kick it here. Orzoko up and through the uprights and good. 26-8 your score. 31.3 remaining in the first half. Colorado gets on the board for the first time today from Kansas.
This is Tim Anderson of Gordon Insurance, and we are proud to support all of our area athletes. With offices in Lyman, Callahan, Flagler, Sterling, and Kit Carson, we offer all types of insurance, including home, auto, commercial, farm, crop, life, bonds, and workman's compensation. We are independent and thus can offer you multiple choices of companies, not just one. Call or visit the office near you, and one of our agents can take care of you. See all of our contact information by going to www.gordonins.com or call me at 719-740-1361.
John, welcome back there. Colorado South scoring for the first time here today. 26-8 is your score. 31.3 remaining here in the first half of play. Brock Bernelli, Will Doherty here in studio in this beautiful $13 million+ facility here that Dodge City has. Runkle to boot it. Sends it out here, and I believe that's going to be outside. Didn't quite get a number there off that kickoff return. They're in the second level. That was Harris from Ashland coming out with it. Harris was one of 7 men who threw a pass last year for Ashland. Great linebacker. Can have him as an inside linebacker of coming off the edge as well. Very good player he's been. He just returns it there for about 7 to 8 yards to set up shop here for this Kansas South squad trying to score before the half.
.4 seconds left to go.
Here comes Maguire. Andreatta rushes him as well as Nix. Meehan catches it, goes right side. Working and stiffs arm Kester and gets ran out of bounds. And Kester throws up his arms at Meehan. That's going to be enough for a first down, though, for Kansas South. 17.2 remaining. Meehan to take the snap. 2 out wide. Going to send it out of the stack here as well as Knepp. Knepp comes across the middle. Maguire's going to run, working on Nix. Spin around. That's going to be Luke Maguire. Maguire's going to smoke it down the field. Tipped! Yes. And a pass breakup by Tyler Kester there. Almost picked off. Almost could have been caught there by the offense. Just a lot going on during that play. Nonetheless, Colorado South catches a break there. Take a timeout. We're going to take time of our own. We'll be right back here all on the RAK Sports Network with 4.6 remaining.
LARCC Trucking is the place to call if you have something to haul. A family-owned trucking business since 2021, LARCC is named after the owner's children, their motivation to create a successful future. LARCC is ready to help you haul your hay, cattle, gravel, or equipment anywhere in southwestern United States. LARCC also buys and sells hay. Give them a call today at 970-274-0826 and get ready to haul.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Brock Bernelli, Will Doherty here in studio. 4.6 remaining here for Kansas South. Should only be one more play, possibly 2 if they can get out of bounds quick enough. We're about to see what will happen here and what kind of play head coach Lance Maguire has drawn up for this Kansas South squad. Fully expect Colorado South here to go to a 2-2 defense. They do just that, actually send 3 out, so a 2-1-3 now for this squad here. A 2-man rushing. Ben Meehan to take the snap from Waverly. Meehan looking to throw. Going to go deep down the field. Tipped. Jesse Montunas almost comes out with it.
The pick, but no.
But a pass deflection as there's 4 zeros red. That's the end of the first half of play. 26-8. You're watching high school football all on the RAK Sports Network, ladies and gentlemen. Come back for the Lovato Concrete halftime show report.
RAK Sports Network is a student-powered broadcasting company that was started this fall.
Over the last 2 months, our student-produced broadcasts have gotten over 20,000 views.
Over 20,000 views.
Over 20,000 views.
Over 20,000 views. In January and February, we will be broadcasting 41 games for the high school and junior high Kim Branson Mustang basketball teams.
With that being said, would you like to put your ad in one of our live videos?
Your ad will also be permanently on the game videos, which live on YouTube forever.
Forever.
For forever.
And will be seen over and over again as the game is shared with fans and re-watched by players, coaches, and families.
We have ad packages based on sponsoring all the games in a given week, or sponsoring a specific team or teams.
Weekly ad packages start at 1 week between 8 and 12 games for $200 and go up to all 41 games for $800.
Team-based sponsorships are similarly priced.
Each package includes your logo on screen during gameplay and a commercial that gets aired during timeouts and halftimes of your sponsored games.
Another way Saddle Rock Sports Network is helping schools is that they give 20% of ad revenue back to a school group of your choice.
Whether that be, for example, the senior class, junior class, FFA, theater, whatever you want.
To reserve your sponsorship, click on the link to the order form in this post, or you can visit SaddleRockSolutions.com.
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 SaddleRockSolutions.com for more information.
Lovato Concrete is a multi-generational family business that has proudly been serving its community for over 30 years. Lovato Concrete specializes in all types of concrete, including foundations, walls, sidewalks, slabs, driveways, and decorative stamped concrete. Big enough to handle large commercial projects, but caring enough to take pride in residential projects too. They'll get your project done right. Give them a call today at 719-680-8512.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is your Lovato Concrete halftime show report. 26-8 is your score. Comments, reactions, scoring totals from the first half of player Brock Brunelli, Will Doherty. Starting off with Kansas, Leighton Simons set the tone early, intercepting Perry Chadwick early. He also has a passing touchdown, receiving touchdown out of Ingles. Ben Meehan has been the big story, though, so far today of today's ball game. 2 interceptions on defense, and then 2 passing touchdowns, the lefty from Waverly. Luke Maguire, the quarterback out of Cunningham, also the defensive back out of there. 1 interception picked off of Perry Chadwick and 1 rushing touchdown. And then Brett Grigsby with a huge sack. We transition on to the other side from the Centennial State, founded in 1876, Colorado South. Chadwick has thrown 3 interceptions there from Cheyenne Wells. Brock Doherty, though, very big on defense here so far today. Had a strip sack and an interception there, causing 2 turnovers that was eventually scooped up by Lane Runkle there around the 30-yard line of Kansas to set up shop to eventually bring home a touchdown reception from Carson Noe of Cheyenne Wells, from the running back, linebacker Leighton Jones from Walsh. Just an overall good first half of play. Will, I'm going to send it over to you on any thoughts, comments, reactions from the first half of play there for this Lovato Concrete halftime show report.
Well, it's been a good game, folks. If you can take one thing from this game, you can take the fact that Kansas came out smoking. They've been doing a great job offensively, getting the ball down. That spread out offense is really working a trouble for all teams today. Each team does it. Each team scored from it, and it's really working for Kansas. Defensively, both teams are doing great. Colorado has tackles spread out through everyone. They got Doherty, Chadwick, Jones, Runkle, Smith, Orzano, and Martinez sharing most of the tackles so far. There are a few here and there, a lot of joint tackles around. On the other side with Kansas South, Meehan, Harris, Runkle, Miller, and many others are ranking up there in the stats too. Plenty of interception, Meehan leading with 3. It's a pretty exciting game. There's a whole nother half to go, and a lot of football to be played. So stay tuned in, folks, and I hope you'll be excited for the rest of this game. When you partner with Rocky Mountain Turf Solutions, you become part of the family. Rocky Mountain Turf Solutions is a design, build, and install company for synthetic turf fields serving Colorado, New Mexico, Utah, and Wyoming. We are the only owner-operated turf build and install company in Colorado, and we are a one-stop shop that does it all in-house. which means the people that are building your field care about quality and will make sure that it is done right. Choose Rocky Mountain Turf Solutions and join our family.
Star Drug is a locally owned independent pharmacy in Walsenburg, Colorado that can provide all of your prescription and over-the-counter medication needs. We pride ourselves on customer service and attention to detail. Give us a try today and let us take care of your pharmacy needs. Call us today at 719-738-1130 or stop by Star Drug at 520 Main Street in Walsenburg. We'd love to meet you.
Andreatta Well Service designs, builds, services, and repairs well and water systems throughout southern Colorado. We provide well drilling, well rehabilitation, water pump systems, agricultural irrigation pipelines, septic systems, road construction, and general excavation services. As fifth-generation Walsenburg small business owners, we pride ourselves on being an active part of the local community. Good luck to all the student athletes competing today.
Outside of beautiful Aguilar, Colorado, at the foot of the Spanish Peaks. Their specialty is one-on-one guided hunting adventures targeting your once-in-a-lifetime trophy animal. Originally known as Zelly's Hunting Club when it was founded in the 1930s, the modern-day High Desert Hunting Company also specializes in leasing and managing high-quality private ranches for big game trophy hunts, bringing in clients from all over the world and bringing money into Los Animas County. Give them a call today. 4D Auction Services, owned and operated by Ryan and Penny Brown, is a family-run business based out of Folsom, New Mexico. Named 4D for their 4 daughters, they offer a variety of auction services throughout northeastern New Mexico, southern Colorado, southwest Kansas, and the Oklahoma Panhandle. They offer business liquidations, large and small equipment sales, farm, ranch, and estate sales, and moving and consignment auctions. Visit them online at 4dauctionservices.highbid.com to see what they are selling today. Right Tires is your one-stop shop for fuel and tires in Kim, Colorado. Located on Highway 160, Right Tires has diesel and unleaded fuel available 24 hours a day. If you need a quick tire fix or a set of new tires, they'll get you what you need. Family owned and operated, they know that when our school and community thrives, we all thrive. Right Tires is proud to support the Kim Branson Mustangs and this student broadcast.
Innovative water technologies based in Rocky Ford, Colorado, builds revolutionary water filtration systems that are affordable, durable, and easy to maintain, making them perfect for anyone that needs safe drinking water from towns and communities in the U.S. to developing communities around the world. Their SunSpring hybrid system won the 2022 Coolest Thing Made in Colorado award. Their dedication to safe drinking water makes Innovative Water Technologies a local company with a global impact.
Wallace Oil Company has been serving southeast Colorado with quality fuels and lubricants since 1962, delivering diesel, gasoline, and propane to residential and commercial farms and ranches. You can also visit Wallace Oil Automotive Repair in La Junta for all your vehicle needs. Wallace Oil is proud to support Kim and Branson athletics and student-powered broadcasting. Go Mustangs and go with Wallace Oil Company. They deliver.
Stay connected. The First National Bank in Trinidad invites you to try mobile banking. We offer free mobile banking, real-time account activity, transfer funds, mobile deposit, text alerts, and unlimited free bill pay. Same relationship, new way to connect. First National Bank in Trinidad. Stay connected with people you know and trust. Member FDIC.
Cook Oil is your one-stop shop for everything you need on the farm or range. We provide auto and ag parts and a full line of feed and livestock supplements. And we can handle your bulk fuel and propane delivery needs. Don't forget, Cook Oil is also your only source for Can-Am ATVs and side-by-sides east of I-25 and south of I-70. Stop in and see us at 105 West Santa Fe in Walsh or give us a call at 719-324-5273. Thanks and good luck to the athletes competing in today's games.
America was built on beef, and at Meat America, we connect consumers directly to the local ranches who grow and supply their meat. Our simple, honest process delivers wholesome products from wholesome ranches to be part of wholesome meals for American families. We believe in exceptionality, transparency, and connection so that we can provide families the most mouth-watering beef you can find. Visit meatamerica.us to find out more.
Al's Gas Service has proudly served the Trinidad and surrounding area since 1964. With over 95 years of combined industry experience, we not only deliver propane, but we also sell, install, and service a wide variety of heating and air conditioning appliances. Stay warm in the winter and cool in the summer with Al's Gas Service. Give us a call today at 719-846-6022.
This is Tim Anderson of Gordon Insurance, and we are proud to support all of our area athletes. With offices in Lyman, Callahan, Flagler, Sterling, and Kit Carson, we offer all types of insurance, including home, auto, commercial, farm, crop, life, bonds, and workman's compensation. We are independent and thus can offer you multiple choices of companies, not just one. Call or visit the office near you, and one of our agents can take care of you. See all of our contact information by going to www.gordonins.com or call me at 719-740-1361.
Hello, folks. We're back with a little bit more action. I'd like to take a little bit of time and thank one of our sponsors of today's game, Mile High Prep Report. Mile High Prep Report is a proud sponsor of today's games. You can find them on Facebook, and we appreciate their courage and coverage of rural Colorado sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back there. Good ad read there by Mr. Will Doherty here, student-powered broadcaster from Branson here on the Saddle Rock Sports Network. Cool little thing we have here is if you don't have a business or want to give a smaller amount, a thing called super fans. So if you want to become a super fan, please feel free to contact myself, anyone at the Saddle Rock Sports Network, or scan that QR code that's on the screen right now. We're going to leave that up here before the start of the second half. And shout out to all these great super fans here on the Saddle Rock Sports Network. Hit us up, scan that QR code. Preferably, it'd be a little easier. We'd greatly appreciate all your guys' support, and you get mentioned during our broadcast. So that's a great little perk of doing that. Or if you don't want to get mentioned, that's great as well. No biggie. Thank you all who joined us, and I'm going to give you guys time for a while to scan that little QR code. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, nice little segment I'd like to start doing here is we have the perk of having Will Doherty, a guy who's currently playing in the game of things. And just let's get from a player's perspective, I guess you can call it. And I'm going to start with your perspective of both teams. Let's start with Kansas. How do you kind of carry yourself, Will, during a lead this big, like during halftimes, during games?
Well, Brock, one thing that I've always been a strong believer in is momentum. And you'll see it in momentum shifts. And you hope it doesn't shift. And then again, you hope it does shift, depending on whatever side you're on. And for Kansas, they have the momentum. You've seen that. At the beginning, you started off that first minute, and they proved that they have the momentum. And they started off strong, put up 26 points, and, you started to see a little bit of momentum shift by the end of the half. It took a while, but Colorado started to kick it into gear. And at the start of this second half, that's where you establish whether or not you want that momentum on your side. Because when you do, all goes well, and you ride that train as long as you can. And so that's what we're seeing for Kansas right now. But there's still a whole nother 2 quarters of the game to be played, and a lot can happen in those 2 quarters.
Good perspective given there by Mr. Will Doherty of just for the folks at home or working right now, listening in, watching this game, of just ones that may not have played the game or that, to just know as a player the view of what to do, how it feels of each side, and that's a great perspective by Mr. Will Doherty. We're about to get started back here. It's going to be Kansas's football here, barring a turnover forced by Colorado off of this kickoff. Mr. Lane Runkle here going to be able to kick it off here. Offensively, just a goal line weapon here last year, and they come out of the locker room with an onside kick there, and now it's set it up here. Here comes Kansas South in great territory here, and Garrick Ontai kind of doing what Broncos now head coach Sean Payton, when he was with the Saints, did in the Super Bowl, coming out of the locker room using an onside kick of trying to get the football back. Saints were able to get it. They called it one of the riskiest plays ever in NFL history. They were able to get it. Unfortunately for Colorado South fans, they were unable to that time. 5-1 defense here out of Stat. Grigsby, quick handoff. Here comes Harrison. Nice tackle there by Lane Runkle. Coming up aggressive there, the kid out of Walsh. Offensively, Runkle just a very good goal line weapon. Defensively, 1 interception last year. It was in a 42-34 loss versus Grenada that was taken for 28 yards. I've liked what I've seen from Runkle. I mean, first day of practice coming right out here at practice over on the middle school fields, just quick to the backfield, just for a nose guard, just moves very quick. I liked what I've seen so far from Lane Runkle here this week. Grigsby, the quick handoff there to Runkle, and Runkle brings him down.
Another one.
Ain't that a little tongue quick?
Kester Runkle team right there.
Yeah, but ain't that a little tongue twister there? Runkle brings down Ruckle.
Ruckle.
Nonetheless, here comes Kansas South operating their offense here off of the onside kick. 8:50 remaining here from Dodge City, Kansas. Last game of the day. Kind of sad that it's all coming to an end, but heck, it's great to be here so far. This week's been fantastic. Grigsby gets a snap there. Quick handoff. Here comes Blake Carter. Blake Carter says hello. 5, touchdown. Carter all the way into the Dodge City end zone. Gets a touchdown to elevate that score. 32-8. Kansas South up even more out of the locker room.
That is the 3rd running touchdown of the night. And all the others have been passing receptions. Good for 6. Here's the PAT.
And up and
that's
no
a
good.
shank.
32-8 is the score. 8:24 left in the third threes all over. You're watching high school football all on the Saddle Rock Sports Network.
LARCC Trucking is the place to call if you have something to haul. A family-owned trucking business since 2021, LARCC is named after the owner's children, their motivation to create a successful future. LARCC is ready to help you haul your hay, cattle, gravel, or equipment anywhere in southwestern United States. LARCC also buys and sells hay. Give them a call today at 970-274-0826 and get ready to haul.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here all the way from Dodge City, Kansas here. Brock Bernelli, Will Doherty in studio, Mr. Tate Baker, Brad Doherty, Mason Riddle, Milo Moorfield, and yours truly, Blake O'Gean down on the field there filming for you guys. Kansas South to kick off here to get us started here after the capitalizing touchdown from Blake Carter.
That's his first TD of the night, and the ball's booted out of the back of the end zone.
We've seen a couple of those from Holub so far. He's been very good so far in the kickoff department here for this Kansas squad. And here comes Colorado South. Obviously in the first half, Perry Chadwick out of Cheyenne Wells threw 3 interceptions in the first half. Carson Noe got on the board though. Big athlete, very good receiving threat. Carson Noe is. He had 6 receptions, 237 yards, 1 touchdown November 18th, 2023 in the state semifinal in a 66-60 win over Otis. Also played in the state basketball championship where him and Perry won it for Cheyenne Wells there. In that game, he had 16 points in the win over McClave in the state title basketball game for Colorado 1A basketball.
That pass batted down, incomplete. Attempt of a little screen pass there, but couldn't seem to convert.
Jesse Montunez warming up on the sidelines with James Rizzoco at quarterback. Seen a lot of Leighton Jones throwing the ball. Normally does not do that for Walsh, but today getting it done. Nice little throw. Jones and picked. Luke Maguire, another interception. The kid from Cunningham gets another pick. And a little shaken up, I believe, after that one. But nonetheless, another interception for Luke Maguire, his second of the day.
I believe that's interception number 6 of the night in this game. Not what the Colorado team really wants right now, but you know what happens. It's football. Current score, 32-8. 8:13 left in the third quarter.
Yes, sir, and now it's Kansas South's ball again to open up here again. Ben Meehan here out of the trips, sent out wide. Meehan, quick throw. Leighton Simon gets it, finds a blocker, cuts back up the right side.
Jones gets the tackle. Jones currently leading in tackles, or actually tied with Runkle in tackles for the Colorado South.
The two Walsh kids getting it done defensively in the tackling department. 32-8, 7:50 left here in the third quarter, all the way from Dodge City, Kansas. Simon out left, out right's going to be Myron Miller. Myron Miller out of Ingalls. He was third in Kansas, 6-man sacks with 5 defensively. He had 1 rush attempt, 18 yards, and that was a touchdown. Meehan throws across his body, and Grigsby off of the flip, and it moves the chains for this Kansas South squad. Ben Meehan, a playmaker, a gamer. Rolled out left. He's a lefty, so it works out for him, but still threw it out on the run and gets a first down, and that's just what we've seen from Ben Meehan all day today. one of my favorite players to watch here at this Kansas Show-Off Classic. Two Ingles kids, Miller and Simon out. Throws it to Miller. Meehan. And Jones eventually brings him down from Walsh. Nice little tackle there from Leighton Jones.
.6:44 left to go in the third.
Hamby to snap it here out of Pawnee Heights. Ben Meehan, the quarterback. Let's see a quick little bubble screen to Knepp. Meehan going to throw it across. And Leighton Simon there, incomplete. And bring up 3rd and goal now. Just for 1 yard now. Call it actually 3rd and 1. Rather, but that close. Almost need a touchdown here on these next 2 plays if you're Kansas. Look for that quick screen from Knepp or to the left side there to Simon here this play with that opening over to the left side. Going to be a toss. Meehan gets the block. And Grigsby sheds off Kate Andreatta and gets a touchdown again for Kansas South. The pitch to Brett Grigsby for a touchdown from Ben Meehan. Up big here in Kansas late into this ball game. Point after attempt now for Kansas South. The snap's good. The hold's good. Cox is up and no good. We're going to take a quick break. 6:22 left here, all from Kansas. We off, Tate?
When you partner with Rocky Mountain Turf Solutions, you become part of the family. Rocky Mountain Turf Solutions is a design, build, and install company for synthetic turf fields serving Colorado, New Mexico, Utah, and Wyoming. We are the only owner-operated turf build and install company in Colorado, and we are a one-stop shop that does it all in-house, which means the people that are building your field care about quality and will make sure that it is done right. Choose Rocky Mountain Turf Solutions and join our family.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the action. Brock Brunelli here with Mr. Will Doherty. 38-8 is your score here. Thank you all who joined us here on the SRSN. Truly appreciate all the love and support so far this week and everybody tuning in. We had a great media day, in-depth interviews. Just been a blast so far with Kansas South to kick off. That sends it out of bounds there. James Rizzoco grabs the ball to flip to the ref. And now Colorado South is going to be operating there to go deep into Kansas territory. 38-8 the score. 6:22 left here in the third quarter of play from Dodge City.
.622 left to go. Third quarter. Southern Colorado ball. Looks like they're setting up in a triangle formation. Jones is now live. He can pass or run.
And that dumps it off there to Nix. Quickly brought down there by Meehan, though. And Nix, as the ball is whistled dead there, And going back to Braden Nix, September 14th, 2023. This is not a typo, ladies and gentlemen. 304 rushing yards and 5 touchdowns in an 80-64 loss to Brett Kendall's Primero Bulldogs. That was a huge game for Braden Nix. Went crazy in that game. Liked what I saw from Braden Nix's film this year. Just a great overall athlete. Got to play against him in baseball my senior year. Great athlete as well. That's why he's a two-sport athlete heading into college. And just as the man we were just talking about, Nix to Jones. Hits Martinez. And a beautiful catch there. And a beautiful route read there to Jacob Martinez out of Mountain Valley High School there to be able to move the chains now for Colorado South. And Kate Andreatta, another guy that's kind of stood out to me over on that right side, has done a great job blocking here so far today for this Colorado South squad against Brett Grigsby. He's done a very fine job. I've liked what I've seen from him. Obviously, Brock Doherty, we've mentioned him a lot on defense. He's been very solid. Hopefully, we can see some from him now on offense. Would be great to see here for the Branson Kim graduate. Jones looking to throw, just going to run and gets eventually ran out of bounds for about a 4 to 5 yard gain. After the first down to 15, going to be about, I'm going to call it a first, second, and 11. My apologies. 38-8 is the score. 4:55 remaining here in the third quarter of play. They're going to call it 2nd and 8 here on their own 37 here. Garrick Ontais, Colorado South squad trying to get some scoring going here as we head into the meat and the potatoes of the third and fourth quarter. Motion man Nix, the pitch. Doherty going to throw it to Nix. And Ben Meehan comes in soaring again. And finishing it off is Cale Harris. Another kid from Kansas who just does not stop till the play is whistled dead. High motor, can come across from the left to the right to the left to just bring up some huge tackles. That's why Cale Harris is one of the better athletes here this week out of Ashland. Gus Hink out of Ashland hits the bench. He's a center and nose guard, 35 tackles, 5 tackles for loss last year. Doherty to get the snap off of the snap from Martinez. Jones to throw. Jones throws it and a little overthrown there from Keenan Smith. Luke Maguire in coverage. Great coverage by Maguire. We've seen a lot of Leighton Jones here out of the locker room from Garrick Ontai. I mean, Chadwick started the game. Got to see a little Montunis from Levita. Heater, I believe, has thrown a pass or two out of Mountain Valley. Going to Heater, I mean, 81 for 143 with a 56% completion, 1,292 yards, 17 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. But nonetheless, there's been a big mix, and that's what we've seen from a lot of these teams. You're playing with a lot of quarterbacks that are very close to each other and how good they are. They're guys that have been single callers for their teams for years, some guys just 1 year. And Leighton Jones is kind of that guy who's played very good today and has taken advantage of those reps and has done pretty good. I mean, he just got that first down now from out of Walsh. Leighton Jones moves the chains now for this Colorado South squad and Garrick Ontai's offense. Thank God joined us here. Brock Brunelli, Will Doherty If you guys haven't liked and subscribed to this video, the channel, please feel free to do so right now. That's the greatest and possibly one of the best ways to help the Saddle Rock Sports Network is just getting that outlook out there, getting the views, and just keep providing great content to you guys. We truly appreciate all you guys tuning in all throughout the week, during the games. It's been wonderful, and stick with us after today's game. We're going to have the Lovato Concrete post-game show report, comments, reactions, scoring totals, all from today's ball game. It's going to be a blast, and just to wrap up all this great week's festivities, it's going to be wonderful. As the refs get things situated out here, 3:32 left here in the third quarter. Be Kansas's ball here with Hamby to snap it. The quarterback out of Waverly, Ben Meehan, to throw it off of the screen. That's going to be to Miller. Miller working out right. And eventually ran out of bounds there as Kansas South quickly got the ball back as that great run by Jones was called back there. And we go back to Miller here. Defensively, 3.1 tackles per game his senior year. Got the ball there off the little screen and got a lot of yardage there with only about 2 or 3 more yards needed to gain. I guess you could say Colorado still trying to find their first ever summer kickoff. Kansas versus Colorado classic win already in game 2. Kansas North setting the bar, and that was a lot of things. It was a wide variety of mixes of, well, we're just here to have fun. Some kids, it truly meant a lot to them of setting the tone of the coaches. It's just very cool to see the wide range of perspectives and wide varieties of just truly of what people are trying to get out of this week. I mean, it's awesome. I like it. There ain't no right, there ain't no wrong answer, and that's the big fun part of all this that's happening. Maguire to throw. He finds Knepp there, and Knepp drops it there, and great coverage there by Riley Heater there out of Mountain Valley High School.
You know, Brock, I said it in the last game, and I'll say it again this game. It is so cool to see all these athletes playing together. They are the best of the best in these two states in rural schools. It's a completely different game than 8-man and 11-man. It's so much faster. I think it's much more exciting, and all these kids are the best you're going to see. You're not going to see some kid that, is just mediocre. These are all
best of the best.
The shining kids in their team. And a lot of them play every minute of every game they did in high school and play both sides of the ball too.
For sure, and that's one of those things. And that's a question, I asked the coaches, how do you work the personnel? How do you use the strengths? How do you don't exploit the weaknesses? Or that it's just truly to get the best out of each kid. And that's what I've liked so far this week of just you have the great athletes here in one spot. It's truly just a blessing and great for this event to happen. Meehan the snap. Pump fakes. Throws it. Knapp drops it a second time this drive. Coverage again was Riley Heater there. 2 reps this drive that have just really stood out to me has been the coverage over on that left side from Riley Heater. 2 breakups. Just good coverage so far now from him. Meehan the snap. Here comes Rizoko rushing. Comes up behind him. Meehan caught. And they're going to call it 6 there. Leighton Simon all away for another Kansas South touchdown. And a beautiful catch there by Leighton Simon from Ben Meehan. Having a great game, stacking up a good game. Both of them actually for another Kansas South touchdown.
Looks like the first time the Kansas South team isn't going to try for the PAT.
Yeah, and it's interesting. I mean, they've missed some. They've made some good ones. A lot of times, I mean, you see teams do the 1-point conversion in 6-man. Obviously, in 11-man and 8-man, it's 2 for the run-in, 1 for the PAT. And 6-man, that's what makes it interesting. A kick's worth 2, and then this is worth 1. So obviously you don't see teams do this quite often because it's an advantage of that 1 extra point can swing a game either way. You usually only go for the 1 point if you get that penalty previously to pull them over to make it only a 1-yard conversion. But nonetheless, set back here actually off of the penalty. They're going to try to pick it up for the 1-point conversion. Handoff Harris. Harris goes in and 2 1-point conversion, still stuck on 11 and 8-man, darn it, but nonetheless a 1-point conversion. Good. We're going to a commercial break. 45-8 your score. You're watching high school football all on the SRSN.
When you partner with Rocky Mountain Turf Solutions, you become part of the family. Rocky Mountain Turf Solutions is a design, build, and install company for synthetic turf fields serving Colorado, New Mexico, Utah, and Wyoming. We are the only owner-operated turf build and install company in Colorado. And we are a one-stop shop that does it all in-house, which means the people that are building your field care about quality and will make sure that it is done right. Choose Rocky Mountain Turf Solutions and join our family.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Brock Bernelli, Will Doherty here in studio here all the way from Dodge City, Kansas. Thank you all for listening in and watching today's ball game. Truly appreciate each and every one of you guys. It's been an honor to be able to call these games today, work with all these great young individuals and coaches and staff members. It's been truly awesome, been a fun time, and excited just to be here this week. It's been very awesome.
Looks like James Orozco back to receive.
And from Miami Yoder, bobbles it. Ball was free. He's able to scoop it up. Gets tripped up there around the 25. Orozco defensively, 6 fumble recoveries with 7 forced fumbles last year for Miami Yoder. And here comes Colorado South to start to operate the offense. Looks like they're going back to their starter there, Perry Chadwick, as the quarterback. Chadwick, the handoff, Kester. Kester gets stuck quickly by Ruckle. Jack Ruckle Cunningham brought him up in the pregame show. 53 total tackles, was first on Cunningham last year, had 7 sacks his junior year. Great athlete. Kester was brought down quickly, but Kester, that's a hard guy to get brought down because he's a wonderful athlete. I've covered some of his games. He's been one of my favorite players to watch in the 6-man Colorado world. Kester, best game in my opinion was September 1st, 2023 versus Eads in a 58-47 win. He had 23 total tackles on defense and then 3 touchdowns pounding the rock for the Sierra Grande Panthers. Chadwick looking to throw. Ruckle's going to rush him. Throws it on the move. And caught there by Jacob Martinez. and not going down without a fight. A first down for this Colorado South squad. Ruckel's going to check out of Cunningham, and Ashland's very own Brett Grigsby checks back in. 1:12 left, 45-8 your score here in the third quarter. The pitch, Chadwick working around in the pocket, dancing in the pocket, going right. Dumps it off. Eventually caught by Jacob Martinez. And towards the end, Jacob Martinez has been a guy to keep tabs on. I mean, he's gotten 2 or 3 receptions out of the locker room. He's looked really good. Kind of that security blanket. If nothing's open downfield, you have him in the short to intermediate routes. I've liked what I've seen so far from Martinez now coming out of the locker room. Number 23 out of Mountain Valley High School in the red jersey.
25 seconds to go in this third quarter. Might be 1 or 2 more possessions left.
And here comes Chadwick. Nice little pancake there by Tyler Kester. The throw, Keenan Smith gets stuck, but stays with the football, and that's going to be enough on the second down conversion for a first down. And that's going to be called back after the great play after Chadwick rolled out right. Looked really good. Going to be a holding, I believe, on Brock Doherty to send him back.
Well, Brock, you can hear the ice cream truck ringing
Yeah,
its
we've been
bell.
hearing it all day and haven't got to it once. But, yeah, the ice cream truck, it may be getting picked up there in the mics or that, or maybe not. But, yeah, it's kind of been a staple of Dodge City.
It's here by Memorial Stadium
this week.
today.
Yep, up by Memorial Stadium. Saw it by the hotel there. It's been a kind of a staple of Dodge City and for us so far this week.
Yeah, hear it every day.
Martinez going to have the snap here. Doherty blocking Grigsby, gets a good little block off the shed off, and here comes Chadwick. And Chadwick's going to get about 7 to 8 yards there from Cheyenne Wales, number 5. Very good all-around athlete, my opinion. Probably one of the better athletes here. One of the bigger names here this week. Chadwick's a guy to keep an eye out on eventually here as well in this fourth quarter of play. That's the end of Tress. 45-8 your score. You're watching high school football all on the Saddle Rock Sports Network.
Woody's Furniture invites you to stop by one of their 2 convenient locations to browse their fine selection of beautiful furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more for your home. Visit their original store in downtown Raton or their new store in Trinidad on Freedom Road, right next to Big R, for a personal and professional furniture shopping experience. Woody's Furniture proudly supports the student athletes and student broadcasters of this tournament.
Star Drug is a locally owned independent pharmacy in Walsenburg, Colorado that can provide all of your prescription and over-the-counter medication needs. We pride ourselves on customer service and attention to detail. Give us a try today and let us take care of your pharmacy needs. Call us today at 719-738-1130 or stop by Star Drug at 520 Main Street in Walsenburg. We'd love to meet you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the action. Brock Brunelli here with Mr. Will Doherty. Start of the fourth and last quarter of the first ever Summer Kickoff Classic. Colorado versus Kansas has been a blast so far. Thank you all joined us here so far in today's ball game. About to get started here with the fourth quarter of play, ladies and gentlemen. Martinez, the snap. Doherty, Chadwick, dancing around in the pocket, goes left. Finds Doherty. Doherty gets hit hard that time. Sheds off a blocker. Here comes Brock Doherty. 10, 5, and goes spinning and in to the end zone for a touchdown for Colorado South. Brock Doherty with a huge touchdown just to the right of his brother, Will. Will, how you feeling about your brother just scoring a touchdown to cap off his high school football career?
I have a pair of binoculars up here that we've been using to get the numbers for kids for stats, and I got to watch that play through them. I got a close-up view. It was great. Dodged, missed a couple tackles, and now he's sitting down there and he's got to hold the ball. I always felt bad for him a little bit because he'd go and he'd work his butt off during all games during the season, and then we'd score a touchdown, and he'd have to sit and hold the ball perfectly still for me to kick it for the PAT attempt. And I was like, well, if you're winded, he still does a good job at keeping that ball still and turning around and holding it right after he makes big plays like that.
Well, all that practice must have just paid off because he just held the ball perfectly for a good PAT. We're going to take a quick break. 45-16, Kansas in cruise control from Dodge City.
The High Desert Hunting Company is based outside of beautiful Aguilar, Colorado, at the foot of the Spanish Peaks. Their specialty is one-on-one guided hunting adventures targeting your once-in-a-lifetime trophy animal. Originally known as Zelly's Hunting Club when it was founded in the 1930s, the modern-day High Desert Hunting Company also specializes in leasing and managing high-quality private ranches for big game trophy hunts, bringing in clients from all over the world and bringing money into Los Animas County. Give them a call today.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to action. Brock Bernelli, Mr. Will Doherty here in the studio. Also, Tate Baker working all the controls, doing a very good job. Down on the field, Mr. Brad Doherty has let us kind of take the ropes now. He said he's going to go watch Brock finish out his final high school football game and all that good stuff. So glad he's able to trust us. Hopefully we don't disappoint, but nonetheless, Milo Moorfield on the camera, Blake O'Geen, and also Mr. Mason Riddle getting it done. Great shout out to all these student broadcasters, some great people, and getting it done. And it takes a village to get this done, so I'm happy for all their help, and it's been wonderful. 9:42 left, 45-16. Kansas South's football here after the unsuccessful onside kick. And here comes that 5-1 here. They're probably going to send Jones as a free running blitzer here as the inside guy. Jones going to drop back in coverage as well as Kester off the left edge. Blake Carter gets about a yard or two there. Might have possibly just got back there for no gain. Blake Carter, obviously a very good running back from Chitopa. I liked what I've seen from film on him throughout the week. I mean, did very well in that kickball tournament for this Kansas South team versus Colorado. Done a great job in that and just does a great job on the football field day in and day out for this Kansas squad. Grigsby, the man under center, the snap, the quick pitch handoff.
It's fumbled on the
ground.
ground.
Ball's live and eventually recovered there by Cale Harris. Could have been huge if Colorado could have scooped that up. Unfortunately, didn't, but Kester and Doherty came off that left side rather very quick and set the tone there over the left side. Oh, would have been the right side of your guys' screen. Ruckel checks out. Carter checks in from Chitopa. He had a rushing touchdown earlier in today's contest. T formation here for Brett Grigsby's offense. Grigsby, the quick handoff. Here comes Blake Carter, finds a gap and brought down there by Leighton Jones. And he's just that guy. He's fast. He's shifty. I mean, if he finds a hole, he's going to run through that gap. It doesn't matter if it's through the center and the left guard or the center and the right guard. He's going to go through. He's a very great inside runner, very quick, and that's Carter just made his bread and butter all last year on plays like that.
Well, there's 7:29 to go in the fourth.
Quick off of Ben Meehan, the lefty.
Nice wrap and takedown by
Keenan Smith. Yes, sir.
Keenan Smith. That's his 5th solo tackle of the night.
And first sack of the ball game.
Oh, my bad. That's his 3rd solo tackle of the night.
Said his favorite player was Johnny Manziel, or his favorite player is because he knew how to party and play good at the same time. So here comes the prevent defense from Kansas South. Working around. That's Chadwick dumps it off to Brock Doherty, cuts it left, right. And now the first down 15 to bring up a second down 15. Coach Maguire electing to use Luke Maguire as more as a free Roman safety to run left or right here as we head towards the end of the ball game. We have the Lovato Concrete post-game show report. Mr. Tate Baker's going to play you some ads. We're going to get all our stats, our final thoughts of today's ball games, and bring you final comments, reactions, scoring totals from the first ever Summer Kickoff Classic. Keenan Smith gets another great grab there from Perry Chadwick of Cheyenne Wells. Going to be enough for a South first down. Call it a Colorado South first down. If you're joining us just this late in the ball game, these games stay on YouTube forever. So if you want to go back, watch film, all that good stuff, these are up on YouTube for however long YouTube exists. And looks like it's going to for a long time. So that's always a great thing. Chadwick dancing around, throws it Brock Doherty here. Ben Meehan unable to grab him, but Cale Harris eventually does there. Gets about maybe 2 or 3 yards there. Brock Doherty, the senior out of Branson Kim. Looks like Brock might have been a little shaken up after that one. Waves to get a sub, and Braden Nix is now in the ball game out of Lovato from Big Red. Perry Chadwick dancing around and dump off and incomplete to Leighton Jones. Myron Miller and number 15, Davin Hamby out of Pawnee Heights, PH, just came in flying there that time, Will.
Oh, yeah. Those are the plays that you like to see.
Yeah, I mean, set the tone.
Kids just giving it their all, you know?
Be a good pass rusher, and I'd have to say pass rusher is probably the 3rd most important position in football, behind quarterback being 1, and kind of having that CB2 and CB1 are kind of the 3rd most, because you got to set the tone in each phase. As Jones gets a good gain there that time. Still going to be 4th down here for this Colorado South squad. Can use a score here. 5:28 left, 45-16 is the score. Stick with us, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Tate Baker going to play some commercials, regather everything, and then you're going to roll into your Lovato Concrete post-game show report, comments, reactions, scoring totals, and stats from this ball game. Nix to Jones. Jones is going to go a little lob pass over there to Braden Nix. Unable to get the touchdown. Going to be very close there that they needed 3 more yards for the first down. We'll see if it say to move the chains, and they're going to say indeed to move those chains. And a great play there for Colorado South there to be able to move the chains here deep in the contest with 4:47 remaining.
That last time Leighton Jones had that ball. He stuck his head down, and he had good contact with Ben Meehan. And I think Ben's feeling it on the sidelines right now.
For sure, he kind of limped off the field. Leighton Jones, he ain't a guy that typically always plays quarterback for Walsh, but he's been a guy who we weren't really expecting to play quarterback much in this contest. But today, I mean, he's proven that he could play quarterback, and he's done quite well, honestly.
And when you give him that spread option where the quarterback becomes live, that's where Leighton tends to thrive, because he has that option to, if you have any receivers open, he can just put his head down and run. He's been doing a good job at that. Uses legs to his advantage a bit.
Yeah, he's got a lot of speed out of Walsh. Heater to throw this time. Throws it across, and a touchdown. Keenan Smith gets 2 feet in for a Colorado South touchdown late into the fourth quarter, the score being 45-22. And Keenan Smith got a sack earlier in the fourth quarter on defense. Grabs a passing touchdown there that time from Riley Heater out of Mountain Valley High School. James Rizzoco is the kicker. The holder's Brock Doherty. The snap from the long snapper, Jones, and goes right off the uprights there. Bounces left. PAT no good. 3:43 left in the fourth quarter. 45-22, all from Dodge City.
For 45 years, Kennedy Hunting Services has provided fair valued, quality private land hunts in northeast New Mexico and southeast Colorado. Thank you to our wonderful employees, lessees, and clientele who contribute to our success and allow us to continue our family-owned and operated business. Visit KennedyHuntingServices.com to learn more. Good luck to all the athletes in today's games.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Brock Bernelli, Will Doherty, and Tate Baker up here in the studio. And I'd have to say it's awful nice to have some good AC up here. 3:43 left in the fourth quarter. Thank you to the Dodge City community for letting us be up here in the broadcast booth. Wonderful facility, and letting us use the facilities to broadcast this game on YouTube. Guys, haven't already, like, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Greatly appreciate. Give a like to that Facebook. We did a media day, footage of practices, more videos I'm sure will come out after today of just the events that have happened here so far. Has been great. Onside kick doesn't work there that time for Lane Runkle's Colorado South squad. 45-22, 3:41 left. Rigsby still at quarterback there. Ruckle as the fullback. Carter on the heavy right motion. And that nice sack there by Brock Doherty.
Sacked in the backfield, Doherty.
There you go. Will Doherty, his brother, doing his best PA announcing. Maybe you should get into PA announcing as a little side gig there, Will. Make a couple extra bucks. That sounded good. But nonetheless, Brock Doherty, another sack. And I believe, if I'm right, he's the only player from both ball games to have a multiple sack game. So he is setting history, I guess, now.
Had a strip sack and that sack.
Yeah, so if all stays the same and no other person with one sack entering next year, he would be the all-time sack leader, I guess, in Summer Kickoff Classic history for either team. And Runkle
cleans up on that play.
Yeah, he had a
He
great
got
tackle
outrun
there.
in the backfield, and then he
Came off, and that's what you're going to get from
kept
it.
on the pursuit.
Yep. Great pursuit there from Runkle in the 44 jersey. 2:37 remaining here. 3 more yards and be another first down here for Kansas South. Ingles to the left, Miller out to right. Knapp will also be sent there. Grigsby, quick pitch over there. Maguire. Maguire gets wrapped up there by Jacob Martinez. Be enough for a first down. Only needed 3 yards to go. 2:22 left. 22 points scored by Colorado. 45 by Kansas South. Maguire limps off the field here after that run. First and 15 here for Kansas South here. 4-2 front here. Carter's got it. Finds a gap, and just like that, here you go. 5. And let's see. One ref says it's a touchdown. And they're going to call it a touchdown. It stands. Uno, dos. Touchdowns now for Blake Carter for number dos from the Kansas South squad to put it to 51-22. T formation here. Working up, and the 1-point conversion, no good. 51-22. $1:49 left here in the fourth quarter of play from Dodge City.
Doherty and Kester with the joint tackle there to stop the point conversion.
"4D Auction Services, owned and operated by Ryan and Penny Brown, is a family-run business based out of Folsom, New Mexico. Named 4D for their 4 daughters, they offer a variety of auction services throughout northeastern New Mexico, southern Colorado, southwest Kansas, and the Oklahoma Panhandle. They offer business liquidations, large and small equipment sales, farm, ranch, and estate sales, and moving and consignment auctions. Visit them online at 4dauctionservices.highbid.com to see what they are selling today.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Brock Brunelli here in studio from Dodge City, Kansas. 1:49 left. We have the Lovato Concrete post-game show report coming up right after the ball game. Going to play some commercials and then roll into the post-game show report to wrap up this wonderful week.
They got Runkle back to return. Let's see if this kid can get a big head of steam.
Here comes
He's not going down. He's taking.
Spinning around.
There you go.
There we go. Lane Runkle out of Walsh. I mean, hey, try it. This is a game. I mean, it matters of feeling-wise, but it's a game of just, try what works with these kids. I mean, a lot of these kids, it's some of their last games. Some will go on to play at other levels and stuff, but hey, try it out, and I love to see Lane Runkle back there to receive a kick. That's awesome.
I wish he got a little bit more head of steam, though. If we could, have 10 extra yards to just build momentum, I wouldn't want to be on the other end of that.
Lane Runkle, a phenomenal athlete for Walsh, and that's a false start there. It's going to be on Carson Noe out of Cheyenne Wells over the left side. Jones the pitch. Miller rushing. Chadwick throws it across his body. Finds Jones. And Jones wrapped up there. It'll be second down and 20 on the 15 of Colorado South with 1:20 left. Jones the pitch. Chadwick. Chadwick dancing around. Here comes Miller to rush. Chadwick throws it. Runkle, he catches it. Looks like there's an injured.
Oh, breaks his ankles.
And Runkle.
Let's go, Runkle. Come on, take it home, big boy. Oh, come on. What is he doing?
Around. Tripped up. Had 6 in his hands. Unfortunately, got tripped up, but a phenomenal play, but something you don't like to see. A player down around the own Colorado South goal line. Not too sure who that is. I think it might be Chadwick out of Cheyenne Wells. We're going to take a quick break for the Colorado South player to get attended to, but nonetheless, great play there from Lane Runkle as we go to break.
Wright Tires is your one-stop shop for fuel and tires in Kim, Colorado. Located on Highway 160, Wright Tires has diesel and unleaded fuel available 24 hours a day. If you need a quick tire fix or a set of new tires, they'll get you what you need. Family owned and operated, they know that when our school and community thrives, we all thrive. Wright Tires is proud to support the Kim Branson Mustangs and this student broadcast.
Innovative water technologies based in Rocky Ford, Colorado, builds revolutionary water filtration systems that are affordable, durable, and easy to maintain, making them perfect for anyone that needs safe drinking water from towns and communities in the U.S. to developing communities around the world. Their SunSpring hybrid system won the 2022 Coolest Thing Made in Colorado award. Their dedication to safe drinking water makes Innovative Water Technologies a local company with a global impact.
Hey folks, we're back from a pretty interesting sequence of events. Chadwick had something happen, maybe a knee, maybe a cramp, who knows, but he's good now. He's walking off the sideline. Runkle just came back from one of the most clunkiest things I've ever seen happen on the football field.
Ironic.
He had a touchdown right in his bag, and then proceeded to break 3 guys' ankles, and then his own. Tripped on, I don't know, turf, but that was
Who knows?
Yeah,
I love that play, but nonetheless, you got a lot of yardage though. So
yeah, he saw stuff like 3 kids, and then just his engine stopped.
Yeah, but nonetheless, first down. So you get something out of that big yardage play, one of the biggest yardage plays for Colorado South. This quarter, I guess you can say, into the fourth quarter. Stoppage on the place on the field still.
There's 45 seconds left. 51-22. Southern Colorado is looking to get one more score before the end of the game. That'd be nice. And both teams have had a lot of highlights. Both teams have made mistakes.
Yeah,
it's been a good game.
You should talk your dad into a highlight film, because I think we can get some good footage and film out of it. I think it'd be great.
That'd be some
Runkle. Of these plays.
Oh, Runkle.
Will's going to have that play stuck in his mind for days.
I'm going to be running down the field next year, and I'm just going to think of that play, and it's going to catch on me like
deja vu.
I'm just going to hit the turf at the 10-yard line.
There you go.
Jones in the backfield.
Nice little block there by Ronco.
And they do it.
Just what you
Colorado
said.
gets a score.
We need a score. Well, not we, but Colorado South needed a score. They got it, and I think Ronco redeemed himself there. That was a beautiful block to set up his teammate, Leighton Jones. And now we're going to get the 1-point or 2-point conversion now. Or Zoko to kick it here, hit the left side last time. Or Zoko up and through the uprights.
It's
and
good.
38.4 remaining. 51-30 is your score. I'm going to be right back here. Mr. Tate, hit it.
Cook Oil is your one-stop shop for everything you need on the farm or range. We provide auto and ag parts and a full line of feed and livestock supplements. And we can handle your bulk fuel and propane delivery needs. Don't forget, Cook Oil is also your only source for Can-Am ATVs and side-by-sides east of I-25 and south of I-70. Stop in and see us at 105 West Santa Fe in Walsh or give us a call at 719-324-5273. Thanks and good luck to the athletes competing in today's games.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here. 38.4 seconds remaining. 51-30. Great day for some football. Very hot, kind of, but not too bad. I'd take it over some snow and rain and everything in between. So,
Yep, well, Southern Colorado is going to be up to kick. There's 38.4 seconds. Odds are that they're going to try to do a squib again. Hasn't been successful in the past, but, you know, it's first time for everything. We got Ronco kicking again.
Lane Runkle to tee it off. Boots it there that time and out of bounds. No time's going to get shaved off, but obviously it going out of bounds. There's mustard thrown out on the field.
I'm placing my bets, Brock. I think they're going to onsides it to Brock and Leighton's side.
Yeah, you know, now they get moved back a few yards. Maybe that was a strategy.
It was a strategy.
Yeah, putting on our tinfoil hats. Maybe it was a strategy to.
Well,
and it
I
looks
guess
like
they're
Kansas
going to take it.
decided to take it, but 51-30 is the score. 38.4 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. Lots to take away from this ball game. We're going to have the post-game show report. Going to roll into probably 4 or 5 commercials, get our stats ready, and then, just chop it up, talk more about today's ball game. It's going to be lots of fun.
We got Doherty at the end, Runkle at nose guard, Rozo, other D end, and Heater, Nix are the corners, with Jones playing middle linebacker.
Looks like we might have got a little false start there or something from Arzoko.
Looks like they just might let this clock run out.
As everyone starts clapping here at the stadium. 8 seconds remaining. Kansas gets the sweep. And that's going to wrap it up. 51-30. The final going to stay around here to get the handshakes and all that good stuff. And then we're going to hit some commercials right after that. Stick with us here. Lovato post-game show report. Be breaking down all the happenings of today's ball game and all the fun.
This is Tim Anderson of Gordon Insurance, and we are proud to support all of our area athletes. With offices in Lyman, Callahan, Flagler, Sterling, and Kit Carson, we offer all types of insurance, including home, auto, commercial, farm, crop, life, bonds, and workman's compensation. We are independent and thus can offer you multiple choices of companies, not just one. Call or visit the office near you, and one of our agents can take care of you. See all of our contact information by going to www.gordonins.com or call me at 719-740-1361.
Al's Gas Service has proudly served the Trinidad and surrounding area since 1964. With over 95 years of combined industry experience, we not only deliver propane, but we also sell, install, and service a wide variety of heating and air conditioning appliances. Stay warm in the winter and cool in the summer with Al's Gas Service. Give us a call today at 719-846-6022.
America was built on beef. And at Meat America, we connect consumers directly to the local ranches who grow and supply their meat. Our simple, honest process delivers wholesome products from wholesome ranches to be part of wholesome meals for American families. We believe in exceptionality, transparency, and connection so that we can provide families the most mouth-watering beef you can find. Visit meatamerica.us to find out more.
Lovato Concrete is a multi-generational family business that has proudly been serving its community for over 30 years. Lovato Concrete specializes in all types of concrete, including foundations, walls, sidewalks, slabs, driveways, and decorative stamped concrete. Big enough to handle large commercial projects, but caring enough to take pride in residential projects too. They'll get your project done right. Give them a call today at 719-680-8512.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, this is your Lovato Concrete post-game show report. Brock Bernelli, Will Doherty, and the rest of the crew breaking down things here from Dodge City, Kansas. I want to start it off here before we do the stats. Will, just what did you grasp from this ball game, and kind of let's get your tackle leaders here to start off our stat category.
Well, first of all, it was a great ball game. I loved watching all these players. They're always the best of the best. Really cool. Just some of the tackle leaders. Leighton Jones, he really stood out. Best on both teams. He had over 7 solo tackles, and a lot of the other Colorado Southern players, they had tons and tons of joint tackles. Lane Runkle right behind him with 5 solos and many more. He did a great job at disrupting that line. On the other side of the ball, Ben Mahan had it done on offense. In defense, he came up with 4 solo tackles, and there was a lot of other joint tackles and tackles spread out through the rest of their roster.
For sure. Thank you so much. That was Will Doherty, your color analyst of today, breaking down the game. Myself now, I just kind of got to build off of that. Yeah. It was great to see the best of the best. I liked what I saw from Leighton Jones on the Colorado side. I feel like he had a great game. I think the guy who truly stood out to me, anyway, from Colorado was Brock Doherty. I mean, 2 sacks, an interception, a rushing touchdown, obviously late for Brock Doherty, just getting it done. I feel like he did a very good job today, and he was probably the best performing Colorado South player, I'd have to say. I mean, he played really good. Shifting on over to the victorious squad, if you're just joining us, ladies and gentlemen, final 51-30, Kansas getting the sweep here. And they also won a kickball, too. I mean, they won the one kickball game against, it was Kansas North versus Colorado South. They won that kickball tournament earlier in the week and then tied in the other. So obviously first ever as we get the names here of everyone just getting it done here. Shifting on over to the victorious side in Kansas, Leighton Simon, big interception. I think that kind of was the foundation and the tone of everything. Had a passing touchdown, a reception touchdown in the first half. Luke Maguire, 2 interceptions and a rushing touchdown for him. big sack there for Brett Grigsby. Chadwick for Colorado, he threw 3 interceptions. It was good to see him get back up after that injury late in the fourth quarter. It was good to see that everything checked out all right with him. And I think now to name your Lovato Concrete player of the game, I'm going to have to go with the kid from Waverly, Ben Meehan. 2 interceptions, 3 passing touchdowns. Ben Meehan, you are the Lovato Concrete player of the game. Before I get off here, audio-wise, I just want to say thank you to everyone this week who tuned in. All the love. Truly appreciate it. It was a hard work week, and as you guys know, production meetings, some great editors in Milo Moorfield, Tate Baker, Brad Doherty getting that done. You had some great filmers, Blake O'Geen, Will Doherty. Will Doherty did a phenomenal job here in the color here today. All these kids on the student-powered broadcasting from Milo, Tate, Mason, Blake, Will, and then the 2 adults. Brad, owner, founder of this great program, Saddle Rock Sports Network. Lots of hours behind the scenes that goes into these things, and it takes a village. Myself now, this marks now year 2 completed here in my broadcasting venture and on the Saddle Rock Sports Network. Great group of people here. Big thanks to the directors, Carrie Sherman of Colorado Mile High Prep Report, Jeff Chambers of Kansas for getting this started, and truly probably one of the best all-star games. Everyone else in between that I didn't mention, the athletes, the coaches, directors, everyone else I didn't mention. Thank you guys so much for making this such a great week. I'm going to be signing off. Peace, love, and chicken grease. And most importantly of all, ladies and gentlemen, God bless.